Anyone else like to share? How about you in the back with the glasses, sir?
My name's Bobby, and I am an addict.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Hey, Bobby.
These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's dealing?
Please.
Who's in?
Who's in? The Thursday night throwdown has begun. The Pimps, the Players, the Hustlers, the people of Boston, and everybody else in between from Costa Rica to California, Montreal to Minnesota. Let's rock and or roll as it's a CFL in-game betcast edition, at least off the start of this program. We'll keep our eye on this CFL contest right now. There's been more scoring in the World Cup than there has been in this football game. It is 7-6 right now, 7-6. There's about 5.5 minutes left, I believe. 5 or 6 minutes left in the second quarter of plays. The Calgary Stampede red zone offense is not very good. 6 minutes left. We're up to 13 points. This game really, really stalled. I would expect a couple of big plays now. And if Ottawa can respond with a quick score here, then this total can open up a little bit. Now, for the record, in-game right now, you can still get the Red Blacks at plus 7.5, and I don't think Calgary is going to smoke them. I think if you haven't gotten in on this game, I think you can still pull the trigger on Ottawa. For the record, I'm on Ottawa. I'm on Ottawa. I also have a teaser to the over as well, like over 50. Right now, the in-game total is 46.5. A lot of drop passes. Ottawa's offense is kind of, I don't know, it's not very good. That's the word I'm looking for. Kind of crappy. A lot of drop balls, inaccurate passes. And you can't say it's a short week. These guys played last Thursday as well. So it's been 7 days for them. So it's a short week game for the Calgary Stampeders, who played on Saturday night, now playing on Thursday. On the East Coast at that. 2nd and 10 on the Ottawa 30-yard line. Trevor Harris back to pass, under pressure, dumps it off, completes it, but it's a 5-yard gain, and it's a quick 2 and out. Now, the worst-case scenario is Calgary covers this game and the teaser doesn't hit. But whatever, fuck, you know. I actually feel less stressed. Today, it's interesting because, you know, pretty much every day in this World Cup, I've bet pretty hard. We've had those big parlays. Today was the first day, man. I really just was like, whatever. I'll bet a little bit. I'll get in. I don't know what's going to happen. Of course, I end up fucking winning all my bets pretty much. Yeah, of course. That's always the case, right? You lose thousands, you win hundreds. Always the motherfucking case. But I realized, like, during the afternoon, I was like, man, I'm not quite as stressed today. It's like, wow, because I don't have thousands of dollars on this game. We appreciate that, Sandra Cock. Yeah, I think it's going to get there, dude. It's going to open up. There's no way. These two teams always get to 60 and 70 motherfucking points. They're at 13. Wouldn't surprise me if Calgary scored again right here. 46.5 is a reasonable number to get in on. No, I did not get a new TV. My TV miraculously is working right now, but it could, like, you know, go out at any moment, right? Hopefully we get through the game. Of course, it was the other night it blew up here when we were here. Today I gave up. I watched the soccer online today. I couldn't get the TV going. And then basically I had a new strategy. During the radio show today, I just unplugged everything. And about fucking 2 hours later, I plugged it in, and it took like fucking half an hour, and then suddenly it was just on. It's like the Twilight Zone. It's like mystery. I don't know. I have bad luck. Whenever I middle, bro, Alex. But I don't think this game's getting to 57. How you doing, Toaster Strudels? Bruce Chad? That Boylevy? The Henry. What's up, Henry? What jersey is this? This is the Eastern Conference All-Stars. Kyle Lowry. Well, the All-Star game was in Toronto a couple of years ago. 2 years ago, I guess it was. And we're in an NBA frame of mind tonight. And there's only so much we could bitch about the CFL. Can we really sit here for 3 hours? Yeah, I could. I actually could. All right, Calgary's on the move right now. Calgary's on the move. It's like there's about 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. All right, Calgary's offense is starting to pick up the pace. They're getting crisper. We'll keep our eye on the baseball. We gave you guys the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies are up 4-2 right now. And we also played a parlay. You know, I like the Houston Astros and I like the Boston Red Sox, but I was like, I don't want to lay minus 160 in both these games. Let's just parlay them together. And that parlay fucking pays plus 164. The Astros have already cashed. Red Sox are up 4-2 right now. And they're in the ninth inning, going into the top of the ninth inning. In fact, there's now 2 out in the top of the ninth inning. So we're 1 out away from hitting a plus 164 parlay. Meanwhile, I probably should have just cashed out the fucking Philly game because I see the Nationals have a runner on third and there's only 1 out. 4-2, runner on third, pitching change coming up here. No late night baseball this evening. Kind of a late night, Ed. Tomorrow, everyone can sort of take a deep breath. You're going to go through some soccer withdrawal tomorrow, but it's sort of like happy hour. Fuck. It's always happy hour somewhere. And if you really want to bet on soccer, I promise you, there will be a soccer game on tomorrow at 10 in the morning. And I promise you, there'll be soccer on at 2 in the afternoon. Generally, there's soccer like 18 hours a day, every day. Right now, there's a game going on. The Brazil Copa Nordesta Club ABC versus Sao Paulo, Korea. 0-0 right now in the 69th minute. I love betting on soccer. I bet on all kinds of stupid fucking leagues all day, all the time, man. I did it today. Today, of course, we did all right today. We took Tunisia. Tunisia won. And we talked a lot last night about that Belgium and England game. And the Belgium-England game stayed under like we thought. We thought it would be a clusterfuck. We lost the cards, the over 2.5 cards, but we hit the first card in the under 36 minutes. And I always go over on quarter kicks, but I took under, and I posted it under 9.5. As I say, yellow cards. Fuck, a lot of yellow cards out here in this Brazilian game. That's the 7th card. Fuck. Card for ABC. Watch your back, ABC. I'm watching you. Yeah, so we're going to have to tomorrow we go through soccer withdrawals, so to speak. But we'll be all right. We'll be all right. It gives us a little opportunity to exhale. Now, today was kind of a fucking joke, wasn't it, though? Now, the thing is, now listen, they're doing away with this. Like in 2026, when they go to the expanded format of the World Cup, there's only going to be 3 teams per group, and there's going to be no more draws. Because it's funny, people were bitching today. So long story short, Senegal got bounced today. Japan and Colombia get through, despite the fact that Japan lost because Senegal had more yellow cards. Now, the rest of the world just sort of caught on to this, and people were pulling for Senegal because their coach is cool, and they were like, what do you mean they're out because of yellow cards? So the world just sort of figured out, the casual soccer fan figured out about the booking rule, and everyone's up in arms about this. Now, everyone knows the rules going in. Somebody sent me a good tweet today, and they said instead of bookings, it should be shots on goal. And, you know, I would like that better because the bookings is fucking subjective. If the fucking referee's a dickhead and he wants to give you a yellow card, he can, and he might not do it another time, right? It's not like a factual thing. How many yellow cards did you get? How many bookings did you get? It's a subjective up to the referees. So in other words, the referees just decided. I think, you know, shots on goal, but if you did shots on goal, then these motherfuckers, everyone would just start lobbing balls at the fucking net from midfield all game. So, I don't know, man. To me, the best case scenario, and this is what I would do. This is what I would do. I would go to the motherfucking penalty kicks in the group stage. There are no ties. Tough shit. That's what they're going to do in 2026. But it's not decided whether they're going to go to penalty kicks or extra time, like first, or how they're going to handle it, how many minutes, etc. But that's what I would do in a group stage. You only play the World Cup every 4 years. Fuck. I think we can go to extra time. The games are important enough, all right? You're only playing 3 games in a round robin. Fucking go to extra time if needed. And we'll go to penalty kicks if needed. Fucking Calgary, wide open. Bo Levi Mitchell's accuracy is terrible, fuck. Like, really, this guy, like, man, you got wide open guys all the motherfucking time, bro. You never hit them, man. That's a touchdown, bro, if you throw it accurately. Kyle Hamburg. What's up, Pittsburgh, Brew? Exactly, Brew. Exactly. That's my idea. You give a point. If you go to overtime and shit, it gets the extra. Fine, you're getting a point. But somebody's getting points out of this. We're not wasting our time here where everyone fucking goes home like this. It's a waste of time for everybody. And the thing is, listen, the card shit, and it's hard to sympathize with these clubs because then you just say, listen, you guys had 3 matches of 90 minutes each. You could have fucking tried to score more. You know what I mean? It's not our fault you ended up tied with these people. But for excitement factor, another thing, like for the fans, you go all the way to Russia. You go all the way to fucking Qatar, wherever the fuck it is, after. You go all the way internationally to the World Cup, and what do you get today in Belgium and fucking England? You get a B-side fucking game. Nobody wanted to fucking win that game. And then when it's all said and done, I think Belgium ended up fucking themselves. When it's all said and done. But, the thing is, Belgium are good enough to blast through that group that they're in now. England are not. Like, I don't know if England's going to beat Colombia, to be honest. But I saw that Rodriguez is injured right now, right? Dennis Morris. Why am I cheering for Calgary when I have the Ottawa plus 7.5? Because I have a 7-point teaser as well. And I want there to be points in this game. And it's only 7-6. So if it's 14-6, I'm not going to panic. I was another drop ball fuck. What the fuck is up with you fucking clowns, man? Holy shit, fuck. Is this the Ottawa? We got a bunch of hockey players playing football. Can any of you cocksuckers catch a fucking ball tonight? Because sometimes gambling is complicated, Dennis Morris. Are you new here? Because that's why. Because sometimes gambling is complicated. They're like relationships. It's something like a chick would ask. I thought you were cheering for that team. Yeah, well, I was 2 minutes ago. Pittsburgh Brew knows what I'm talking about. Exactly. Because I need points. So whatever. One team's like a basketball game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you might have a side, but, if you need, it needs to get going. This game needs to open up. I don't care. Like, somebody open it the fuck up, and it'll force Ottawa to have to fucking score. Like, it's like this game hasn't broken open yet. Something's got to break it open. Ottawa, 2nd and 10 right now at the 51-yard line. Trevor Harris back to pass, dumps it off. Another too short pass. Captain fucking check down. What the fuck, guys? Man, you have all these yards to work. What are you going to do now? You got 1 minute left. Don't fucking punt from here, motherfuckers. They're on like the 45-yard line. They could go for a long field goal. I get the feeling they might go for it, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll have a second half pick for you here, Morris. I know it's good. I know. I also have the 7.5, and I hit the baseball teasers. Is this game on TV in the United States? Yes. It's on one of the ESPNs. Trevor Harris, back to pass. On 3rd and 4, and it's incomplete. Fuck. You fucking tool. And there's no pass interference. Just challenge it then, fuck. Holy fuck, man. I'm going to fucking snap, man. You motherfuckers, man. Are you going to challenge it? It's on like ESPNU or like ESPN 360, whatever, ESPN Plus. Every game is on ESPN, one of the ESPN platforms. You know, sometimes it's on ESPNU or sometimes it's on ESPN2. It's always on ESPN 360, but I think ESPN 360 is now called ESPN Plus, right? All right. They're challenging the pass interference. What's up, Spenny Mac? Looks like Spenny Mac's on our side. ESPN Ocho. ESPN Ocho Cinco. Morning after. No, I think the Montreal Alouettes. I think Johnny Manziel will end up playing for Hamilton, or they're going to fucking force a trade to the Montreal Alouettes. Oh, nice. Oh, and the over Pittsburgh Brew. Fuck, let's get this. Fuck. You might have to you might have to fucking ban and ship a little bit here, Pittsburgh Brew. I like your style though, swinging for the fences. Guy, I swear to God, Pittsburgh Brew. The last fucking 5 times that these two teams have played, there's been no less than 56 points scored. The last 5 times. The last time they played, it was 41-39. The time before that, it was 39-33. The time before that, it was fucking like 48 fucking whatever, man. Every time these two teams play. Tonight, everyone's dropping balls and fucking ruling on the field stands. Fuck. Go back to Canadian Tire. Ruling on the field stands. Why don't you go chew on a light bulb? Well, we knew that Morris was a fuckface to begin with. Like, let's be real. He'll be back. He'll be back. Once again, the American mental health mental health system is let somebody down. Seven, 6. And they just dump it off. And they just dump it off right now. They're going nowhere fast, these teams. We'll have a second half line in a couple of minutes. All right, so we got some soccer talk tonight. We'll jump into the NBA here this evening. The NBA rumor mill is starting to pick up right now. Although NBA free agency is very soap opera-ish. Welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown NBA free agency report. Can LeBron James court Kawhi Leonard? Do the Los Angeles Lakers have enough to get Kawhi Leonard? Why would the Philadelphia 76ers think that Robert Covington and Dario Saric was a real deal. These are the days of our lives. Yeah, all kinds of crazy shit going on right now in the NBA. All kinds of stuff going on right now in the NBA, including the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers and the San Antonio Spurs seem to be getting closer to a Kawhi Leonard deal for real. You know, the Spurs don't want to deal him to the Lakers. They didn't want to deal him to the Lakers, but the fact of the matter is, Kawhi Leonard, who's never really been a big diva before, is kind of being a big fucking diva bitch about this, in that he won't he's got 1 year left on his contract, and word is out. He's told everybody, I'm going to LA. So no teams don't want to trade for him and give up all this stuff to get him for 1 year. And plus, how healthy is he? Maybe he is a fucking head case and an attitude. Like, you know, there's like some flags around Kawhi Leonard now, but the Lakers fucking desperately want him because he brings instant credibility to the Lakers. Right? They get Kawhi Leonard, then they can get fucking LeBron James type of thing. Now, I personally think LeBron's going to the Lakers. I think shit's coming. I think shit's getting real. I think basically on Monday night, we're going to be sitting here going, holy motherfuck. The Lakers have fucking Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Paul George on the team now. That's my prediction. Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Paul George are all going to be LA Lakers on Monday. Now, the fact is, nobody in the NBA has the fucking talent the Lakers have to deal either. It's weird. The Lakers have all this shit. They got to clear the deck. Paul George is going to LA, I'm telling you, with or without LeBron James. And if you get Kawhi Leonard and Paul George there, then LeBron's going to end up there next year anyways. So, you know, the pieces are starting to fall into place right now. Paul George informed Oklahoma City he's leaving. Where's Paul George going? Where's he going? He's not going to Houston. Where's he going? He's not going back to the Pacers. You know what I mean? He's from there. Paul George is from Los Angeles. Paul George will be a Laker. Book it. All right? Kawhi Leonard's on the verge of being a Laker. And the Lakers are going to give up all this fucking talent to do it. And you can't really argue against the Lakers. I mean, yeah, you have all this young talent, but whatever. Fuck. Now suddenly you're going to have a superstar mega fucking team. You're going to have a super team. And the Lakers will become suddenly the second best team in the Western Conference after the Golden State Warriors. Yet, the Lakers might be better than the fucking Warriors. As good as the Warriors are on borrowed time right now. Like they're really, 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 really up against it now. The Warriors with the cap. Like it's to the point where, yeah, like you want to keep fucking Draymond, Thompson, Durant, and Curry. You better fucking find a bunch of dudes that are good, man. Like you got lucky with Jordan Bell playing for $800,000 on a minimum deal as a rookie. You know what I mean? Like they're going to have to fucking really like you notice like you know, the Warriors have a harder time now a little bit, you saw. And, you know, if you look, before, you know, they had Harrison Barnes, fuck. Now they have fucking, you know, Kevon fucking Looney. You know what I'm saying? Like the talent level of the fucking bench, you know, and the secondary guys on Golden State is going way down. So, look, the Philadelphia 76ers are trying to get Kawhi Leonard, yet they're really not trying to get Kawhi Leonard because if they were, they wouldn't offer Dario Saric and fucking Robert Covington. Are you fucking kidding me? I tell them, you want Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi Leonard's still young. You give us Joel Embiid. Give us Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons or fuck off. Like the Lakers are actually willing. That's the crazy thing. because the Lakers are going to overpay for Kawhi Leonard. And the Spurs, being the smart team that they are going to be a better team when it's all said and done. But so will the Lakers, because the Lakers have to get rid. They don't have room for all these people. It's like, yeah, we like Brandon Ingram, but we like Kawhi Leonard better. Fuck. You know? Yeah, we like Kyle Kuzma, but we got Paul George now. And everyone else got to get the fuck out of the way because the big boys come in, LeBron James. So there's a report right now that just came out tonight that the current deal that's sort of like the final offer type of shit from the Lakers, and it's a pretty sweet one, fucked, in my opinion. The Lakers are willing to give Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, and a first-round fucking pick. That's pretty fucking good if you're the Spurs. And the crazy thing is, they're like you saw that Randall was just tendered a deal. They're not opposed to swinging Randall in this, but they're not going to give fucking Kuzma, Randall, and Ingram. So it's sort of the Spurs are kicking the tires now on the combination of Ingram's a necessity. So Ingram is going to be a Spur if this comes through, which I think it really could because the Spurs are fucked. They're not trading him to Robert fucking Covington out of spite. The Spurs are going to have to accept this, that the Lakers are fucking going to be a power with or without Kawhi Leonard. And if I'm the Spurs, it's like, whatever, man. They can have these star players and shit. We're already really good. We're going to get young players. Well, the Spurs need youth. They're old. It's perfect for everybody, this deal. You know, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and a fucking first-round pick is a good deal. Brandon Ingram's going to be a star. Brandon Ingram's going to be a star. They need points, all right? You got LaMarcus Aldridge up front. You can have Ingram. People think Ingram could be the next Kevin Durant in a couple of years. Like, Ingram's the real fucking deal, all right? Randall's really good, but they already have Aldridge. And Ingram's the star in this. Kuzma's part of the deal. Why? It's an interesting question. It's an interesting question, Corrente, because they need to send the message now. It's been a few years, dude, that the Lakers have had money and no one's going there and shit. Magic Johnson's on the hot seat. Like you saw the other day, he said, if I can't get players here this year or next year, I'll step down. Like now, people, there's no more future. They're not, this is LA, man. This isn't about fucking, the Lakers don't have a trust the process button. All right. The Lakers have, we better fucking get good and elite, like now fucking button. And all these young guys, they can't wait for Kawhi Leonard. You don't know what's going to happen a year from now. And the whole thing is, as they were saying, LeBron James wants to see somebody else. He needs to know that other people are going to go there. Right? So it's like they need that piece. Exactly. So the interesting thing is that LeBron supposedly is not big on fucking Lonzo Ball, and the Lakers tried to fucking pawn Lonzo Ball on the Spurs. The Lakers reportedly have wanted to put Lonzo Ball in the deal. And rightfully so, the San Antonio Spurs said they don't want any part of Lonzo Ball. They want Kuzma, they want Ingram, they want Hart, and they want the first-round pick. So they don't want Lonzo Ball. It's interesting, isn't it? You have a second overall pick, and you have a 27th overall pick. And the fucking team's like, are you crazy? You think we're taking your second pick? They're like, give us the 27th guy you took there. You guys didn't fuck up with him. It's amazing. Kuzma's better than Lonzo Ball is. Like, Lonzo Ball is fucking a joke, man. Like, he's a joke. I don't want to talk about him too much, but he's just in the way. You know what I mean? And the Lakers know it. The Spurs are laughable. LeBron James isn't getting any younger. He's going there to win. All right? Paul George is going there to win. Kawhi Leonard, you think they want Lonzo Ball and his fucking, his alley-oop passes and shit? Oh, look at his three-point shot. LeBron James couldn't get along with playing with Kyrie Irving. He thought Kyrie Irving was reckless. Oh, yeah. LeBron's going to love playing with Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is a fucking punk. He's taking up space. He's fucking in the way. You know what I mean? You're in the way, dude. Like, You know, and it's going to be interesting that, you know, I said this before. It's not a problem. Put him on the fucking bench. You know, Lonzo Ball coming off the bench against second unit, you can live with that. But I don't think LeBron even wants him around. I don't think he wants to deal with the fucking father. I don't think he wants to deal with Lonzo. LeBron doesn't like young players. Look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look at the Miami Heat. Look at the teams. LeBron's been in the league a long time. How many kids are on the court with him ever? Never. He run the show in Cleveland. It's all old men. Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, fucking Kyle Korver. LeBron James does not like playing with young players. He never has, and he ain't going to start fucking now. All right? He's going to the Lakers, and it's going to be a men's fucking team. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James. He ain't playing fucking babysitter here. He didn't want Andrew Wiggins on the team. Andrew Wiggins. He was like, well, we don't want Wiggins. Like, he forced that deal. He didn't want to play with Wiggins. You know, they had Wiggins. They had the first pick. No, we don't want him. Fuck. LeBron, I don't want to play with him. Fuck. I don't like playing with young rookies. I don't have time for that. LeBron does not want to babysit people. I know the Lakers are stuck with him. It's really, somebody will take Lonzo. But the thing is, the Lakers can't just pawn Lonzo off and get ripped off and look bad. You know, this way, if you did it in this deal, it's like, whoa, we got Kawhi Leonard. We hate to give up Lonzo, wink, wink. But I don't know. Supposedly Magic Johnson does like, they drafted him. They must like him. But, you know, it was a stupid pick. And no championship caliber player. Like, Lonzo Ball's just in the way of your progression here. You're not a young team, the Lakers. Like, it didn't work for you. You've been a young team. It didn't work. You need to become a real team. And Lonzo Ball is not a starting point guard on a real team. Yeah, like they're going to put up with his bullshit. Exactly. And look, people bitch, oh, Cleveland, they only have old players. They don't have anybody. They had Andrew Wiggins. LeBron James fucking said, I don't want to play with the kid. LeBron was like, no, I don't want to fucking groom him. You know what I mean? LeBron doesn't play with young players. Look at the Cavaliers roster. Jose Calderon, Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Kyle Korver. It's one old man after a fucking other, man. The Miami Heat was the same shit. It was all old dudes, fuck. Exactly. CP3 ends up there next year. It's the beginning of the process, the building, you know. They're building this right now. All right, 1-0 Sampoya over Correa right now. We'll see if any other late night soccer pops up. Ooh, we have some late night basketball I see here. What the fuck? What the hell? Wow. Mexico is beating the United States in basketball right now, 50-36. In the FIFA World Qualifications. They're playing in Toronto tomorrow night. I wouldn't mind going, actually. FIBA. Who's on the USA roster? It's in Puerto Rico, blah, 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 blah. They're live. Yes. Join the action. FIBA Americas. Yes. Fuck, there's no box score. Oh, here we go. Marcus Thornton. Reggie Hearn. David Stockton. Kevin Jones. Xavier Munford. Who the fuck are these guys? So what, they're college kids. The Americans are getting fucked up. It's 50-36 right now. What's up, Sonny Vega? Yeah, flash score. All right, so let's take a look at the second half here of this game. We'll get back to the NBA talk. It's 7-6. Great. Fuck. That's just fucking great. New in-game total is 40.5. So the second half total is 27.5. And the Ottawa Red Blacks are +4. I got to believe this fucking game goes over fucking 27.5 here. It's got to open up, man. It's opening up. It's going to open up. We're jumping in. So, fuck, 2 touchdowns each. It's been like it's a weird game. It's a beautiful sunny night. Calgary Stampeder cheerleaders are pretty hot. What is this? Fucking Woodstock? Like, how long is this band going to play for? And why is there, what do you think in the Canadian Football League? Like, fucking, you think every CFL fan's a country music fucking fan? Like, the CFL, you guys fucking don't know how to fucking market jack fucking shit, man. This is like, you're so disconnected, like, from each market. It's like every week, it's like, you know, our country music fucking series. Whatever, fuck. You think people in Toronto gives a shit about fucking the fucking Dean Barker band? Who the fuck is this, fuck? Yeah, hey, yeah, oh, hey, yeah. It's not even country. It's like shitty pop, fuck, with a country twang. Chicks seem to like this shit nowadays, though. Hey, look at these chicks reading it up. They know the words even. They really seem to love it, too. The country music series. What is it? Am I watching a country music fucking awards or am I watching a football game here? It's like, you know, their new theme song, like the CFL theme songs, like this country song too. It's like, yeah, you guys wonder why you don't do well on the East Coast, fuck. CFL have this other ad where it's like all these like hot, like 20-year-old looking chicks and shit. They're in a bar cheering CFL football. It's like, listen, trust me, all right? There's no hot 20-year-old chicks that are in any bars fucking cheering CFL football. Like, they don't understand their audience. They never have. They don't get it. Like, they just don't. And it's crazy because the CFL is a pretty successful league, actually, but it could be better run. Exactly. Yeah, Homicide, play halftime in an Argo game. USA going on a run, huh? $52-43. Oh, there's video of the game here, too. Fuck. It was 45-28 at the half. So they were down by 17. They've cut the lead down to 9. All right. USA. We'll jump in on the USA. Kind of like that over, fuck, to be honest. It seems to be slowing down a bit, though. I'm not going too big on this, but we just took the USA, and I'm taking the over in the second half here. I already got the Red Blacks plus the points. The teaser looks like it's going to die, but you know what? If we could hit the second half over here and hit the Red Black bet, we'll take it and move on. Canada Day MLS action. We'll have some World Cup action. MLS, it's Canada Day this weekend in Canada, so a long weekend for regular people that don't do shows every day. Oh, wow. Shit's changing quick. And these are from reputed people here, too. This isn't Stephen A. Smith. All right, it's being reported the Lakers will be parting with Brandon Ingram in the deal for Kawhi Leonard. One player that will not be going to San Antonio is Lonzo Ball. Tim Bontemps of the Washington Post reports that the San Antonio Spurs told the Los Angeles Lakers that they were uninterested in any deal that involved Lonzo Ball. There are also now reports that Lonzo Ball is being shopped to the Denver Nuggets. Don't do it, Denver. Fucking Lakers, I'm telling you, the Lakers know LeBron's coming. Fuck. I'm telling you guys. It's happening. Oh, forget all the speculation. LeBron's going to LA, man. Paul George last night telling Oklahoma City he's not going back. Last week he was telling them he's not sure. Fuck. Now he's sure, obviously, because he fucking knows LeBron. And he probably knows his Kawhi deal is going to go through. I think LeBron is fucking hoping that this Kawhi deal goes through soon. So, like, first. So he doesn't get stuck there. And then the Spurs say, you know what? We're not going to do this now. Now that you have LeBron, we thought against this. And we'll just hang on to Kawhi for a year. Supposedly Kawhi told them he won't play. Like, Kawhi's being a dick, all right? Like, he's putting the Spurs in a tough spot. But the Lakers are willing to fucking accommodate them. I'm telling you, man. We all know this, fuck. We all know this. We all know this. Like, Lonzo Ball, I'm telling you. Like, how many people in the chat right now think Lonzo Ball's a baller? Big baller. I'm not saying he's the worst kid in the world. I'm not saying he's a bad guy or whatever, fuck. And I'm not saying he's the worst basketball player in the world. But there's a fucking reason why nobody wants him, or at least the Spurs don't. And there's also a reason the Lakers realize they fucked up. Like, I think the Lakers did this last year because they were shit. And I don't know what the fuck Pelinka and Johnson were doing, man. For the love of God, I'll never understand that. That's like what the LA Clippers did. And my boy Brooks is a Laker fan. I lived in LA, man. I was there. Remember Bo Kimball? We're going back a ways now. Older guys, you guys remember this. Remember poor Hank Gathers? All right. Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball. There's an ESPN 30 for 30 on them. I lived in LA during that run. So I was in LA when Hank Gathers died, watching the local news and shit. Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball. So Hank Gathers was the leading scorer and leading rebounder type shit. Like, he was he was scoring like 36 points a night. Now, listen, they were playing an up-tempo, insane style. Loyola Marymount. They're in Los Angeles. Loyola Marymount University. They came out of nowhere. They're fucking nobodies. 1 year, suddenly these guys are they had a fucking deal. You had to shoot the ball within 3 seconds. Like, the coach wanted it that way. Like, that was the deal. If you get the ball, shoot. That was the thing. Anyone gets the ball, you have the green light, shoot. Like, there was no passing with these guys. Like, they would dribble up the court, one pass, 3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball. Like, it was just relentless, fuck, okay? It was fucking amazing, man. I got good, it was an amazing, thing to see. Highest scoring team in NCAA history. So, these fucking dudes, and Hank Gathers was the leading scorer, the leader of the team and shit, number 1 scorer in all of college basketball, and I believe he's the number 1 rebounder too. So, and it was his dream, man, to be in the fucking NBA, man. His whole life, it was the NBA, the NBA. And some people are like, man, yeah, he's the leading scorer and rebounder, but fuck, man. You know, he plays in this crazy system, so his stats are skewed. But he's a good player. Like, some people are like, he's a lottery pick, top 5. He's a star in the NBA. Others were like, he's a really good college player, but he's more of a fucking, 15 to 22 in the draft type guy. So, poor Hank Gathers fucking died during a game. He died during a game, man. He died during the game, literally like a month before the draft in the NCAA tournament. Loyola Marymount was going to the NCAA tournament, and he was the star. He was on ESPN every night, and it was like, Hank Gathers this, Hank Gathers that. Man, like I said, it was a sad story, fuck, man. So poor Hank, he had a heart attack as a guy. He just dropped dead on the court, fuck. Boom, fuck. Right in center court, man. Mid-game. He just went down. He didn't get up, man. He died, fuck. So he died on the court, man. It was real sad. So poor kid dies, man. And Loyola Marymount goes to the NCAA tournament. And guess who they play? My Michigan Wolverines. The defending champion Michigan Wolverines. Okay? It's insane. They're playing like the defending my Michigan Wolverines at Long Beach at the Pyramid. So Michigan fucking said, we're not scared of this shit. Fuck, we're fucking Michigan. These guys can play this all they want. Fuck, whatever. We can run with these guys. They beat Michigan in the highest scoring NCAA tournament game ever. It was like 156 to 132 or something like that. They literally scored like 290 points, guys, in a 40-minute college game in a tournament. It was fucking nuts, okay? It was nuts. Without Hank Gathers, like he died. So Bo Kimball, there's a point to my story here. So Bo Kimball was not the star on the team. He was good, but he was not the star on the team. The star on the team was fucking Hank Gathers. But Hank Gathers was dead. Suddenly, Bo Kimball's the guy. And this team is like America's team, and holy fuck, they're going to the tournament. Their star player just died. It was hard not to pull for them. Even me from Michigan. It was like, holy fuck, we got to play these guys. Unbelievable. So, Bo Kimball was from Los Angeles, okay? Just like Hank Gathers. Bo Kimball's from LA. Hank Gathers is scoring like 34 points a night. Bo Kimball's dropping like 25 type shit. Bo Kimball's from LA. Hank Gathers is left-handed. The first free throw in the NCAA tournament, Bo Kimball, who shoots right-handed, shoots a free throw left-handed for Hank Gathers. Fuck. It goes in. Bam. He hits it. Fuck. People are crying. It's like, holy fuck, man. Like there wasn't a dry eye in the building. Fuck, right? Hank Gathers used to have this funky free throw delivery, and Bo Kimball did it. Bo Kimball, like, as a tribute, fucking shot left-handed in NC. Nowadays, they'd be like, you can't do that in an NCAA tournament game. It's too critical. You can't waste a free throw. It's like tough shit. So he fucking hit it. He hit the shot. Place goes crazy. Next fucking game. First free throw, left-handed, hits the shot. Bo Kimball can't miss. It's like Hank Gathers came down into Bo Kimball's spirit and soul, and Bo Kimball's hitting threes from half court. He looks like Steph Curry. Swish, 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 swish. Left hand, swish, swish. Bo Kimball goes on a fucking batshit fucking run in the NCAA tournament. Okay? The LA Clippers were drafting second overall in the NBA draft that year, just like the LA Lakers last year. The LA Clippers. I lived there. I was at Bo Kimball's first ever NBA game. I used to go to Clipper games. The LA Clippers fucking had 4,000 people in that building. Nobody went to Clipper games. The Lakers had Magic and Worthy and Kareem. That's why I went to Clipper games. I couldn't afford to go to Laker games. So I had to go to Clipper games. So there was all this pressure on the Clippers. Wow, you guys got to take Bo Kimball. I mean, he's from LA, and that's a great story. He's from LA. He'll help you sell tickets. It's the exact same thing as Lonzo Ball. It's the exact same thing as Lonzo Ball. But the only thing that I don't understand is, like, the Lakers with Magic and Pelinka should have been strong enough to say, you know what? We're the Lakers, goddammit. We don't fucking take fucking clown kids and clown fathers so we can fucking please ESPN. There wasn't a smart basketball reason for it. Like, everybody in the draft is better than him. You know what I mean? Like, it just is. Like, they fucked up. Like, the Lakers fucking drafted a guy for PR purposes because he played at UCLA, because he was from Los Angeles, because Laker fans were all pissed off and Laker fans wanted Lonzo Ball. That's not how you build a championship team. As Buddy Ryan once stated, former head coach in the NFL, they asked Buddy after. Buddy Ryan didn't go for it. And they asked him after the game. They said, the crowd really wanted you to go for it. You didn't go for it on fourth down. The crowd was really upset. They booed when you punted. And Buddy Ryan said, I'll tell you what. He goes, the day I start listening to the fans and I start doing what the fans want is the day that I'll end up sitting in the stands with the fans because I'll be fired. And he goes, I don't give a shit what the fans wanted me to do. And he goes, he goes, listen to the fan, become a fan. That was the line. Listen to the fan, become a fan. And he basically said, I don't give a shit. He said, of course they wanted me to go for it. Like, they're fans. So it was a good line that he had. Listen to the fans and you'll become a fan. Next question. Fuck. And that's what the Lakers did. They listened to the fans. Oh, yeah, great for you. Oh, he went to UCLA. I know, because, Lonzo Ball's way better than Jason Tatum is. Lonzo Ball's way better than Josh Jackson is. De'Aaron Fox. We go down the list, for fuck's sakes, man. We did this last week or 2 weeks ago. There's essentially like 12 or fucking 15 kids in the draft from last year that are better than Lonzo Ball. They fucked up, man. They royally fucked up, and they're on crack if they fucking think other teams don't know this. Yeah, the Denver Nuggets want Lonzo Ball. Fuck. Why? Oh, yeah, great. Why? So we can get his decoy. That's fun. So we get his father, too? Is his father part of the trade? What about his brother that steals shit? Is he part of the deal? Bo Kimball should shut the fuck up, Big Will. Bo Kimball sucked, fuck. He's lucky he got drafted in the NBA. I go from sentimental story to, you should shut the fuck up. Yeah, that was my whole point. How did Bo Kimball or the Clippers commit suicide? Yeah, I was going to tweet out yesterday, actually. It was funny. I told Mike Cardano this, too. I was upset about the soccer. I nearly tweeted, now I know how Anthony Bourdain felt, but I didn't send it out because I knew it would have caused a big fucking, That's not funny, man. Yeah, that's great. I know our fucking total in the second half is looking real great here right now, huh? This fucking league. So listen, why are the Lakers keep putting feelers out for Lonzo Ball? Because the Lakers know that LeBron doesn't want to deal with this. Paul George doesn't want to deal with this, and Kawhi Leonard won't want to deal with this. So it's funny that they're trying to do it. The Lakers, the report is that the Lakers are still going to do it to deal with the Spurs, but now they're trying to flip Ball to get him out of the way to the Nuggets. And they want Kenneth Faried. Kenneth Faried, Wilson Chandler, I don't know, man. The NBA is weird. Like, the teams are starting to want to dump their shitties. Teams are trying to dump their crap. Hey, don't throw your garbage over here. Oh, this was another really crazy rumor. This is from Wojo, too. This is from Wojo. And we know, man, Wojnarowski's actually like the best. He doesn't like spoof crap. Wojo's reporting that fucking Kevin Durant might opt out of his contract and go back to Oklahoma City. I don't believe that. I personally don't believe it. This story I do believe. This story I do believe. That LeBron James has fucking contacted Kevin Durant. LeBron James has contacted Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's a free agent. Kevin Durant could leave if he wants. Golden State. He could split tomorrow if he wanted. And this is tampering. Like, LeBron James has been calling players for the last couple of days. And what do you think, LeBron, too? So what, you wait until July 28th to try to fucking get someone to leave on July 1st? That's what I'm saying. Like, LeBron is totally willing to fuck over any team, steal a player. LeBron won't tell anyone what he's going to do until the last second. Yeah, Russell Westbrook doesn't want Durant around. I don't know, man. No one thought fucking, it would be so like Kevin Durant's like LeBron. Imagine that. Kevin Durant's like, well, I won my titles. I won 2 titles. Now I'll go back to Oklahoma City and win a title there, and I'll really be a legend. And Russell Westbrook would probably fucking welcome him back with open arms. He's too good not to. Yeah, Kyrie sent him straight to voicemail. Another situation that seems to be kind of realistic here is the Washington Wizards. Washington Wizards reportedly going to go after DeMarcus Cousins. You saw they traded Gortat. They got rid of Gortat and his contract. John Wall, Kentucky. DeMarcus Cousins, Kentucky. John Wall's disgruntled, doesn't get along with his teammates. Well, what better way to give you a new teammate that you'll get along with that's one of the better players in the NBA? So DeMarcus Cousins to the Wizards is being talked about right now. And that's wide open. That's wide open. Like, DeMarcus Cousins is a free agent, so nothing can stop it. They don't need to deal. They don't need to do anything. DeMarcus Cousins can sign with the Wizards if he wants. So that wouldn't surprise me. The Pelicans are talking about how they want to bring Cousins back, but they were better without him. The problem is, this is what's interesting about this Pelican situation with Cousins, is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis supposedly is pushing the Pelicans hard to keep DeMarcus Cousins. Like, Anthony Davis is a team guy. Like, Anthony Davis said, don't believe this bullshit about fucking, not playing together. And he goes, I love playing with this guy. And he told them, make it happen. And supposedly the Pelicans don't want to piss off Anthony Davis because they're worried Anthony Davis will split after. So they don't want to piss Anthony Davis off. So even though I don't think the Pelicans want to fucking keep DeMarcus Cousins, the fact that their best player wants to keep DeMarcus Cousins will make them keep DeMarcus Cousins, right? But if the Wizards come along, and he's good friends with John Wall, right? So, well, good friends. He played with him. He knows them. You know, he gets along with them. That's the thing. Anthony Davis is one of the best players in the NBA. So we can talk about, you know, the fact is stars run the league. So if Anthony Davis likes the Pelicans and Anthony Davis is telling you, I want to keep this guy, then you better try to keep him. So Cousins might not leave. And you know what? My gut instinct is that Cousins will stay. I think Cousins likes New Orleans. I think he liked playing with Davis. I think they got along fine. They both put up monster numbers. It wasn't like there's a big play Calgary. We need some fucking points here. They both put up monster numbers. I mean, you got to understand, it takes a little while in basketball to get a chemistry, especially with two big guys like that. It's very awkward. But what was great about it, Anthony Davis likes playing with Cousins because Davis is skinny. Davis was a point guard. Of course, there's a penalty. Davis was a fucking point guard. People don't realize that. Anthony Davis was a point guard in high school. He was 6'3" in high school. He fucking skyrocketed up, Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis grew up handling the basketball and passing, and Anthony Davis is not a post player. He just sort of got shot up and got big. So Davis likes to sort of roam around and fucking be more of a slasher and shit. He doesn't want to be banging in the paint. DeMarcus Cousins is obviously a psychotic player that a lot of people are scared of, so he doesn't mind going in the paint. It's a good dynamic with the two of them. The only thing is, a lot of basketball people think that Cousins just takes up room, basically, with Drew Holiday and Davis there, that he slows them down a bit. But I don't agree with that. I think my guess as far as John Tavares is that he stays with the Islanders. Well, we need 27.5 points. We've got 1 point in the quarter so far. Every pass that these teams make is all underneath bullshit. Look, Sunday's the first. Lakers are denying this now. Lakers, we have not offered Brandon Ingram. Well, what are they going to say? Fuck. Because if it doesn't work out, fuck, you know what I mean? All right, so here's some of the latest breaking. This is shit over the last like hour and a half or so. Spurs don't want Lonzo Ball. Lakers tried to include Lonzo Ball in the deal. Spurs said no. Lakers now reportedly trying to fucking send Lonzo Ball to the Denver Nuggets. 76ers have offered Dario Saric, Robert Covington, and a first-round pick for Kawhi Leonard. Sacramento Kings going to offer Zach LaVine a fucking contract. Zach LaVine, Sacramento Kings. Boston Celtics inquiring about Kawhi Leonard. And the thing with that one is Kawhi Leonard doesn't want to go to Boston. Even though I guess Boston's probably trying to fucking tell him, listen, fuck the Lakers. That's a shit show over there. Where you can win here with us. Kawhi Leonard would be a good Boston Celtic. And the Celtics also have pieces, which the piece would be Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, and a couple of picks. They're not giving up Jason Tatum. It's funny how the Lakers and the Celtics have always been rivals, old school rivals, and now they're sort of rivals in this a little bit here too. What else is going on? So here's Wojnarowski. Boston's extremely cautious on Kawhi Leonard. There's too much uncertainty about his future, his health, a free agent. Is he the same player? Celtics are they're not fully in on this. That's the thing with him, the contract, the injuries. All right, what else is going on out here? Oklahoma City are concerned they're going to lose Paul George. They're fucking making calls to see what how they can make up for this. Well, here's a real blockbuster. Although this makes sense, actually. The Golden State Warriors are going to sign Jamal Crawford. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like the Warriors, they need shit like this. Jamal Crawford's already rich. Crawford's been in the league a long time. He's got a lot of money, this guy. He's made a lot of money. Crawford's already rich. He's willing to play for dirt cheap. Yeah. Reports are Jamal Crawford is willing to play for a minimum deal, but only for the Golden State Warriors. Warriors are interested. Minimum mid-level exception. So I don't know. He's minimum deal. He ain't playing for $800K. He'd still make like fucking 12 million or 15 million or something. All right, what else is going on here? Not a hell of a lot, really. It's all around, it's basically all three guys, Kawhi, LeBron, and PG3. There's repeated talk that DeAndre Jordan is going to get sent to Dallas. I don't really see that as a blockbuster. Aaron Gordon has interest from both the Pacers and the Phoenix Suns, as well as the Dallas Mavericks. Looks like the Mavericks aren't fucking around. I really like what the Mavericks did on draft day, and I think the Mavericks are going to go after DeMarcus Cousins. I think the Mavericks are going after Clint Capella. The Mavericks want to meet with Aaron Gordon. Like the Mavericks are open for business again. It's nice to see. Welcome back to the NBA, Mark Cuban. You spent the last fucking 5 years hanging with Kevin O'Leary and the fucking lowlifes on Shark Tank. You spent the last 5 years worried about Trump and presidencies and all this bullshit. Can't believe this fucking game, man. You guys, it's fucking 7-7 in this game. There's nothing fucking happening. Yeah, the Zach LaVine shit to Sacramento seems to be just more than one source here. They're going to offer Zach LaVine $18 million a year. Noah Vonleh is now a free agent. And that's about that on the NBA rumor front right now. Or PG3, PG13. It's all the same thing. Yeah, 18, that's the NBA, Kyle Hamburg. Hey, look, if fucking JJ Redick gets $25 million a year, then how, Zach LaVine's a good dunker. Zach LaVine's pretty good, actually. He just never stays healthy, that guy. That's the problem with him. Finally, a big play, a nice catch. A guy in Calgary makes one catch and he talks shit, he gets up. It's like, bro, fuck, you guys have sucked all game. I think he made the catch and it's a 15-yard penalty after. Well, I gotta hope that I gotta hope the Red Blacks looks like it's gonna be in targeting. See, this is what we talked about, like with the rule changes in the NFL. Like, you can't do what he just did. Look what holy fuck. You can't, that's how people tackle. It's exactly what I said the other day about how players tackle now. Like, he didn't wrap up. The guy literally just dove headfirst in the air. He just sort of like Supermaned him. Whatever. Calgary's offense ain't going to do shit. Yeah, so we'll know. Listen, we'll know more in a few days, right? Oh, the CFL, that's the funny part, Red Most. These guys talk so much shit in this league. I told you that. Watch how they push each other, too, after the plays. There's a lot of little fights that go on. Field goal attempt coming up. I told you, I've spoken to guys that have played in the NFL and the CFL. They said the CFL is crazier. They said the CFL is more violent and crazier. Because the NFL, everyone's so big, right? There's no really, it's kind of the theory, it's harder to get hurt in the NFL. like the field is smaller in the NFL, so there's everyone's really big, fuck. So yeah, you're gonna have guys landing on top of you and shit sometimes, but for the most part, people aren't flying in from weird angles, and you get big fines in the NFL, and guys don't make real money in the NFL, right? So they don't want to do stupid shit too much. In the CFL, they don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in the NFL, what that guy just did, he would have been ejected. In the CFL, it was a 10-yard penalty, and he's on the field right now, and he's going to get, like, a fucking warning from the league. Don't do that again. It's a completely different world. So guys in the CFL, you'll watch, like, they'll do a lot of dirty shit, fuck, after plays. Like, look at this. They just constant. They're constant. I don't know. Am I speaking too slow for you, Duncan? I didn't say they're the same skill level. Fuck. I guess I'll speak slower for you. Holy fuck, people are stupid, man. Why don't you rewind the tape? Where did I say that the skill level is better in the CFL? I said it's crazier in the CFL and it's more dangerous and guys get hurt more in the CFL. I didn't say that there was more skill. I'm sorry, you know what? This isn't a slow, remedial show here. We can't really I can't dumb it down for you. The difference is because the CFL, the field is big and shit. So guys can get a really run head start. And also it's a shit show, right? The refs don't really have much control. Like the NFL players are more of a brotherhood. They're all part of the same union. You know what I mean? They all make a lot of money. Half of them don't give a shit about winning. The guys in the CFL, they don't know each other. That's another thing too. Like there's no brotherhood in the CFL. They don't really know each other. So they don't really give a shit, right? There's just some new dude that's going to fucking crack your head. What's up, Drew Martin? I don't know if I was too hard on Duncan there, but I get the feeling that, you know, he's that other guy. So, but it really bothers me. Like, that's the thing in today's society. You say something and people put words in your mouth. I never said that the CFL had better skill. I said there's much more extracurricular bullshit in the CFL, and it's fucking violent, more violent. Big difference between that and more skill. Big difference. See, Drew's a big football guy. He likes the CFL. He knows the CFL. I can't wait for some college football. Listen, NFL football sucks. This game sucks tonight too, but I'm not a big NFL fan. Like, I love the NFL. I can't say I'm not an NFL fan, but I mean, the quality, the NFL football is not that good. Like, basically, you have 16 games a week, and like 2 of them are good. Half of them are shit. All the quarterbacks are shit. Coaches, everyone's so conservative. Nobody ever takes a chance. Nobody runs any trick plays. Nobody does anything. It's just like it, you know, it's like C-SPAN. The NFL is a very conservative fucking league. You know, politically it is, but I mean, even on the field, you know, it's just boring, fuck. Compared to college football, it's not even close. Exactly. Like NFL is like, it's gambling. You know what I mean? It's a good gambling league. It is. No one's disputing it, but I've said this a million times. If you told me, Morency, you're deserted on an island, we'll fucking give you a TV on Saturday or Sunday. You can either watch all the college games or all the NFL games. What are you going to pick? I'm going to say I'll take the college. Bye-bye NFL. Man, you look at college games, fuck. There's like fucking 17 to 25 great college games every Saturday. There's like fucking 10 holy shit games and upsets and crazy plays and fucking trick plays and holy fuck, man, they fucking threw a bomb on 4th and 1 from their own 14. Like, you know, like there's more, you know, you got the bands and the fucking crowds crazy and shit. NFL is just a bunch of jerk-offs in the stands that are fighting. The fucking announcers are fuckheads. The owners are fuckheads. The players are fuckheads. It's, you know, you're exactly right. You take, look, there's no fantasy football in college and people love it, fuck. Right? People love it. There's people who watch college football, don't even bet on it, and they love it. Very few people like the NFL and don't bet on it, you know. Very few people. You have your hardcores and your fucking couples and shit in Pittsburgh that go to the games every week together. You know what I mean? But you take away fantasy and gambling from the NFL, man, and it's basically the CFL. Look, you know, it really is. Like, nobody gives a shit. Oh, yeah, the Cleveland Brown games are great. Fuck, you know, it's great shit. Fucking personal license fees. You know, the NFL, they're funny. The NFL acts like they're doing gambling a favor. You guys should be paying gamblers an integrity fee. You should pay us for supporting your fucking league. So I told you this. If anyone offered you a TV, would I take it? I think I'm just going to begin to ignore your comments, Duncan, to be honest. I think it'll be better for me and you. It doesn't mean to call. Listen, I like the NBA better than college basketball, though. It's different. And honestly, like college football and NFL, I change. There's been a few years where I'm like, man, I'm really into the NFL this year, you know? But as a whole, college football really has never suffered. You know what I mean? College basketball sucks, fuck, all right? The one and done is ruined college basketball. Listen, I don't even think they should be forced to go. So I'm not saying one of these guys, force them to stay because one and done ruined it. No, but I'm just stating facts are facts, right? Facts are facts. College basketball, there's no really good teams. There's a few good teams. The same teams that win every fucking year. It's, the games are kind of boring and shit. It's just college basketball isn't what it used to be. And NBA is just way more entertaining, fuck. Like you watch a college basketball game. And it's like, holy fuck, these kids suck, fuck. It's like brick, turnover, brick, timeout every 4 minutes, TV timeout, brick, TV timeout, brick. It's god awful, fuck. The NBA is actually, and then you watch you watch a college game at 7 o'clock, and then you watch an NBA game, and it's like a completely different sports, fuck. It's like, holy fuck, all right. It's like fucking rain in a desert. It's like, all right, these guys can actually fucking pass and dribble and shoot. They can actually play basketball a bit. But you look at college football is better than the NFL. Because college football, these fucking kids in college football will fucking do anything it fucking takes to get to the NFL. Like, you'll see them do crazier shit in college, right? Like, you'll see the crazy catches, the crazy tackles, the fucking smoke jobs. Players, it's like Bo Schembechler said in the speech with the team. This is the last time you'll play for a team. You'll play for this, you'll play for that, you'll play for a contract. This is the last time you'll play for a team. And he was talking about playing college football, and he was telling the guys the last game at the Rose Bowl. And he was saying, this is the last time you're going to play football for a team. He goes, when you go to pro football, you're not on a team anymore. You're playing for yourself. You're playing for money. You're not playing for the team. All right? We all know this. Right? So college football, these players are playing for the fucking team. The team. They're playing for the dream of making money. So they'll do whatever it fucking takes. The desperation level. And college sports is made better by the fans because the fans are insane. It's the students and shit that are screaming. It's like you watch an SEC game and the crowd noise is just a shriek. You hear girls screaming the whole time. Yeah, it's like an eruption. It's just like, it's sort of like the emotion of a teenage relationship. It's like fucking up and down, and like the crowd's insane. The crowd's depressed. You got a bunch of drunk kids everywhere. Fucking, fuck. I think they tackled them on the 1 yard line. Hey, we're back. Google Hangouts, everybody. Google Hangouts. Getting everyone fired up about college football there, huh? The team. So what happened? So they just stuffed them? Are you kidding me? We got the over. We get stuffed on the goal line. You got to be shitting me, man. It looks like he was fucking it, man. You believe this shit 1 yard line? There's no new betcher. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I swear to God. Of course, he throws from his head. Don't play right away. Fucking Google Hangouts. Man, I was hoping for a quick stop. All right, hold on. I'm going to log back in and over. Google Hangouts is we got a Google Hangout problem. Oh, I think it might be clearing up here. Google Hangouts been pretty good late, but no, not clearing up. I think it's actually YouTube. It's YouTube. What a fucking unbelievable. They scored a little bit frustrating here, to be honest. I had a good day today, too. What happened with that USA-Mexico game? Well, Mexico won. Son of a bitch. Mexico won. Fucking CFL. All right. We got the Red Blacks, though, plus 7.5 points here. So the total sinking is, they scored 4 points. Great product tonight, guys. 3 points combined in the fucking first quarter, 10 points combined in the second. You figure it was going to start to pick up. 4 fucking points. I guess it doesn't matter whether it's CFL or NFL. Thursday night football sucks. All right, so the World Cup brackets are set. And at least now it's knockout. It's going to make it a little bit trickier, actually, because of the potential for penalty kicks, etc. See, man, dude, the guy on Ottawa was wide open. It really is. Like, listen, I defend the CFL all the time, man, but this really is a shitty game. It's not like, it's a good game. They're competing. It's close and shit. But, yeah, the defenses are playing well, but both quarterbacks just suck. Like, just constant fucking misthrows, misfires. Like, that should have been like a 30-yard fucking game. Trevor Harris was off by about 5 yards. Trevor Harris, back to pass. Gets sacked. Of course he does. And he looks like he's hurt. Fuck. Of course he is, because he always gets fucking hurt. Fuck. (10-7), 10 minutes left in the game. Big punt return. 45-yard punt return. I don't like the way this game's going. So I saw that Rodriguez left the pitch in some discomfort. He's got a little time to get ready right now. So there was a lot of talk about how Belgium and England were going to handle this today. We had a nice day of soccer. We're giving it back on the CFL right now. But so there was a lot of talk about how the teams would handle it. Of course, Belgium ends up winning. So now Belgium gets Japan. Belgium are the biggest favorites by far in the first knockout games here. It gets going Saturday morning with France and Argentina. France are plus 145. The draw is plus 200. Argentina to win in 90 minutes is plus 250. Now, I believe it was Shano who's in the chat, sent me the link. Did you guys see? So Diego Maradona, this guy's a real piece of work, Fud. So, you know, we know that he fucking partied hard. We know he ended up in the hospital. But you see that he basically gave some fucking blow to people in the stands, too. Pretty cool guy. Yeah, like Maradona, like he pretends to shake someone's hand, but you see he really hands him something, and then he points at the guy, and he's like, from me. And you could tell he was pretty coked up at the game. I wish I was up there in that luxury box with Diego Maradona up there. I don't believe that, I don't know, man, maybe now that Argentina survives, maybe things go their way. What happened in the group stage is really irrelevant right now. I think Argentina will play a lot looser. And the fact is, France really haven't, France haven't dominated. France haven't looked like Belgium for all the hype around France. I personally think that France, I have to go with my eyeball here. And my eyeball tells me Argentina suck. Bo Levi Mitchell, wide open receiver, touchdown. Well, Ottawa better fucking score now because this is the little purgatory that I didn't want to find myself in. Where Ottawa's not covering. And the game stays under. Like, where was this earlier in the game? Fuck. Like, the thing is, you had receivers wide open all fucking game, and you finally hit them. There's 9 minutes left in this game still. This next drive, we're going to know a lot, fuck, basically. One good thing is we got 7.5. We could lose by 7 and sort of backdoor this still somehow. Ideally, shit just gets fucking nuts, and there's like 3 or 4 touchdowns in the next 9 minutes. Like, come on, man. Like, the CFL is usually good for a crazy player or two a game. Let's see a big return, Ottawa. So now that we get into the now that we're getting in though to the knockout stage. Now, number one, let's take a look at the total here. The total of 2.5 is minus 200. Now, this is if you have like the alternate line option to do this. Bet365 has this, but these games are going to be low scoring, man. But if you, it's sort of like a teaser. So let's just make it a little safer here. So I'll show you what I mean. So alternate goal line over under. So we'll go under 3.5 instead of 2.5. And let's do the same thing for the Uruguay game. Uruguay, Portugal. It's 2.5, 225. We'll make it 3.5. You got to put a couple. You got to put the other ones in too. So Sunday, Spain, Russia, Croatia, Denmark's a low fucking scoring game. But it's sort of like a soccer teaser, and you're sort of just saying there's not going to be 4 goals in these games, but the scoring is going to go way down, and I think both these games are going to go under. I think they're both going to go under. Like let's see what it is parlay. So 2.5 parlays here. 2.5 under in the France-Argentina game. 2.5 under. I got to tell you, Uruguay and Portugal, fuck, I wouldn't be surprised if it was fucking scoreless. So look, France, Argentina under 2.5, Uruguay, Portugal under 2.5. Parlay together is plus 116. Come on, Ottawa. Trevor Harris back to pass, dumps it off. Fucking, you just completed a pass for 4 yards, bro. That's not good. Like all game, man, this captain check down shit's not working. Usually an explosive Ottawa red-black offense. Like, you're down by 10 with 8 minutes left. You throwing it fucking 4 yards is not helping. 2nd and 5 right now. Trevor Harris in the shotgun, back to pass. Dumps it off over the middle, 1st down. Fumbles it. And it's returned to the 20-yard line. Oh, fuck me. You got to be kidding me. Motherfucker looked like he was down to me, man. Let's see. He's down. That's not a fumble. Except in this league, I don't know. I mean, the referee could be tired from his day shift at Mark's Warehouse, and the linesman was at fucking Canadian Tire all day. I mean, that looks pretty fucking down to me. I don't know, though, in football anymore. Who knows? Especially in this league. Like, with their reviews, they're very random. All right, he gets hit. He still has the ball. The ball doesn't come out till his back hits the ground. That shouldn't be a fumble. I say no fumble. See, like, this fucking league, man. That's not a fumble. Well, this game is getting out of hand. $17-7. We're still short for the fucking total. Even if they score here, like still, we got over 27.5. They're only at 11 points right now. So even a touchdown here gets us to 18. We would still need another 10. What do we say? We need a couple of crazy, crazy fucking plays to happen. But now our 7.5 is fading. This fucking sucks, man. All fucking day. I had a good day, too. And, of course, I got to fucking load up on this game. Last 5 times they played, these two teams, 4 of the 7 times that these two teams have played, it's gone to overtime. 4 of the last 7 times it's gone to overtime. They've actually had 2 draws, 2 ties, 2 draws. Oh, it's soccer talk. Two ties. Just hurry up and score the fucking touchdown, fuck. You know, if they only got a field goal, we got a touchdown, we could cover the 7.5. Touchdown. Well, there's been 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes. If we're looking at the positive, try to be positive a little bit. I don't know. Well, this sucks, fuck. Chick on the horse. Well, Ottawa, if you don't choke Ottawa, if Ottawa, you guys can make one quick big player, you know, get a touchdown. We got a puncher's chance here at the second half total. We're getting, you know, we're getting closer than we were 3 minutes ago. Look, at the 9-minute mark, they scored the last touchdown. Now it's 5:58. So it's about 3 minutes. Fucking nightmare. This is the same bullshit that happened in fucking week 1 with Calgary against Hamilton. Calgary weren't covering all game. And then, of course, like in the last 2 fucking minutes, they scored 2 touchdowns. Remember, Big Man on Campus had the teaser, 13.5. They ended up losing by 14. Fucking Calgary, man. They're going to be 3-0 against the spread, and they really haven't looked great. Fuck. 24-7 right now with 6 minutes left. To hit the second half over, we need 10 points. 10 points in a CFL game with 6 minutes left is not undoable. The thing is, we need Ottawa. We need a big return from Ottawa here. Like, if Ottawa can return it and they can score a touchdown by like the 4-minute mark in the next 2 minutes, the last 3 minutes in the CFL game kind of is long. They stop the clock a lot. Listen, I'm trying to be optimistic here. Fucking Twix. They were all Twix. Fuck. It was a setup. Fuck. Is Don on the phone?
We're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio, and here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again. I'm coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. Because last goddamn time, I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up-tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
Is Don on the phone? Is Don on the phone? All right, yeah. Well, Trevor Harris is hurt, so now we need the over. We need points. And Dominic Davis is in a quarterback. I mean, what was he? Iowa State. Back to pass. Completes it, but it's a little dink and dunk shit. Now we got a bigger problem on our hands. So the backup quarterback's in now. Why wouldn't he fucking be? Can we get through one fucking game in this league without a quarterback getting knocked the fuck out? Fuck. Holy shit. Fucking air conditioning on, man. I had it at like fucking 63 fucking degrees. It's fucking like an icebox in here now. Fucking freezing. What's up, Alan Action? Dominic Davis back to pass. Dumps it off. 5-yard gain. Whatever, fuck. You guys have taken about a minute and a half to go about 20 yards. You are picking up first downs. So I guess slow and steady. You know, I can't believe this game. Was it ECU? Did I say Iowa State? I think ECU. There's been a lot of East Carolina quarterbacks. Casey Printers was a very good one. East Carolina. Davis is looking sharp here. He's throwing little bullets. You know, they're in a hurry up. Calgary's in a prevent. They're moving the ball down the field. The question is, can they finish it off? They're at the 30-yard line right now, but there's 3:22. It's taking a long time. Back to pass. Going deep. Oh, you fucking idiot. Fuck. The ball was right there. That should have been a touchdown. That was a little fucking late, the ball. No. I'm all confused. Casey Printers was TCU. Sorry. TCU. Who the fuck was the East Carolina quarterback I was thinking of? Not David Garrard. Casey Printers was TCU. Horned Frog. Davis, back to pass. That should be pass interference. It's pass interference. Canada Day weekend has not started yet, Samurai Slim. Tomorrow. Hey, there's no long holiday weekend for us. It's relentless. Tomorrow night we have a CFL doubleheader, actually. Some pretty good games too, so it should be a fun time tomorrow night. We'll get serious. Big Man on Campus will join us tomorrow. We'll talk about Saturday soccer games. We'll really get into the props and all that type of stuff. We'll talk more soccer a little bit after. He dropped him. Oh my fucking God. Are you see this, Eric Leduc? We got money on this. You see this shit? Like, for the love of God, bro, man. He put it between the numbers. Fuck. He's wide open. It was a good pass. Fuck, man. Fucking motherfuck. Fuck. We're going to fucking lose this fucking second half fucking total bet. The fucking Ottawa Red Blacks get stuffed on the 1 fucking inch line, and they just drop a fucking touchdown. It's a winning bet. We should have won this fucking bet. Fucking bullshit, fuck. Make a fucking play, you fucking cocksucker. What is it about Ottawa, fuck, dude? Like, why do all your teams have to suck so hard? Fucking Ottawa, like, what is this, fuck? Like, you're wide open. Catch the ball. All fucking game. Drop, 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 drop. So what is Belgium versus Russia 125-1, Bachelor? What does that mean? Yeah, that's not bad, man. It's the red bars. That's pretty good. I'll give you that. Winnipeg and Hamilton tomorrow night, and BC at Edmonton. Edmonton's going to fuck BC up tomorrow night. Oh, you got to be shitting me, kid. You know. Like, you watching this? Like, what more do you want? What do you want him to do? What, dude, the guy's 15-yard game. Dominic Davis lobs it to him. The guy, like, are you guys, like, do you have hands? Are you wearing, like, hockey gloves? Like, I don't know what the fuck is this fuck? Fucking Matt Dunnigan. Stop making excuses. All the ball's wet. Fuck. The fuck, what do you mean the ball's wet? The quarterback's throwing fucking bullets here and darts, fucking the fucking rain. Fuck. Make a goddamn fucking play. Touchdown. I want somebody to use their goddamn fucking brain around here and fucking, make a fucking play. And where are those fucking pictures I asked for? Nice play, Dominic Davis. Now he looks hurt. You believe this? Now we only need 3 points for this total. Look at all the bullshit we've gone through in this fucking second fucking half. Fuck. Fuck, man. Happy birthday, Zach Kenkel. Like, I don't play. Now you guys make play. Fuck, man. You fucking cocksuckers, fucking motherfuckers, man. You fucking score a touchdown before on the fucking 1 yard line. This game's like we would have hit the teaser, maybe. This is such fucking bullshit, fuck. What are you looking at now, fuck? What are you reviewing? Stop reviewing everything, fuck. It's a fucking catch, all right? All right, it's a touchdown. The guy on Calgary's hurt. I hope he's all right. Looks like he hurt his ankle here. Yeah, good call. Onside kick. Let's get the onside kick and then put them. You guys, as you know, we lost a bet together on this show a couple of weeks ago. We lost a bet on the CFL a couple of weeks ago together. Remember on that Argo game? when Saskatchewan was winning, but they still kicked a field goal with 2 seconds left. 2:32 is an eternity in this league. You know what? We're at 38 right now. Fuck. Come on. There's 2.5 minutes left. Let's come on. Come on. All right. They'll probably go for an onside kick. Nice job by Dominic Davis. All right, they're going for the onside kick. We only need 3 points for the second half over. We might be better off if they don't get it. Just get a field goal. But we'll see what happens here. That was a terrible kick. The fuck was that? Like, well, what was that? Like, I like they keep on saying, he goes, I don't understand the strategy, but in the rain. Shut up, guys. You're acting like it's a fucking hurricane there. It's raining, fuck. It's drizzling a bit. But seriously, fucking shut the fuck up, man. Fucking Rod Smith and Dunnigan all fucking night, man. Oh, in the rain. You can make an excuse in the rain. Onside kick. It wasn't even an onside kick. He like pooched it to Nowhereville. Fuck. It was the stupidest onside kick ever. Rod Smith. Wow, in the rain, you know. Yeah, in the rain. Fuck. The rain's the excuse for everything. These guys acting like we're in the fucking Mongolia here. Fuck. We're in the fucking rainforest here, Ron Force. Fuck. Shut the fuck up, man. You're in fucking Calgary and it's drizzling, all right? I've seen baseball games with more rain than this. Oh, the fucking rain, the rain, the rain. Every time they draw the rain, the rain. No. They just suck. Come on, pick 6. Fumble it. That's like, fuck, they got a first down. I don't even know if that's good or bad. Fuck me, man. Are we going to lose this by 3 points here? Yeah, the rain, Drew. Look at these guys. Oh, it's raining. Fuck. Yeah, blame it on the rain. Blame it on the rain. Which one's dead? Is it Millie or Vernilli? Oh. Fuck, I thought he was going to pop it there. All right, now we need fucking 2 quick stops and they'll fucking kick a field goal. Come on, man. All right, Lord Gambler. We haven't summoned you in a little while, buddy. Although I don't really know if you're my friend, but
Kiss in the Dark. These are the most listened to songs in the USA as I...
Lord Gambler, we summon you. We humbly ask for 3 points. A late field goal, a fumble, a miscue, a mishap. Something, anything. We are humbled in your presence, Lord Gambler. And maybe once just don't like fuck us. And what you guys are going for it on 3rd and 3. You evil son of a bitch fucking gambling prick. Fuck me. Of course you're fucking going for it. Why wouldn't you fucking go for it, right? Why not? Fuck. Fucking other fucking teams fucking kick fucking field goals, but no. You guys like. Fumble. You didn't get it. All right. We've got 18 seconds. Sorry about calling you a prick, Lord Gambler. Let's go. But you really are a fucking prick. I'm summoning you to tell you to go fuck yourself. And I hope you get run over by a fucking bus, Lord Gambler. That's right. I said it. I hope you get hit by a bus, Lord Gambler. Like watching an NBA game right now, man. Teams losing by 10 points with 20 seconds left, and they take a fucking knee. They take a fucking knee, man. Are you fucking shitting me? Fuck. Fuck, man.
Do me a favor, will you please? Will you do me a kindness? Yeah.
I think I'm going to be walking in and out of here to fuck up and I got to come back.
I don't. That make any difference to me at this juncture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tony.
Don't slam the fucking door.
No more. Listen, I'm going to give a clue here now. I don't want any more bullshit anytime during the day from anyone. That includes me. It's going to be very hot, going to be very uncomfortable for everybody. Want anybody yelling? We get anybody yelling around here anymore today, and then the shit is going to hit the fan.
And they fit the diverse needs of a very big firm, and they fit the needs of a very diverse buyer segment. Why can't I remember? I wrote this stuff. Why can't I remember it?
Man, why don't I say it fucking right?
What does the goddamn line say, Tony? What is the goddamn line? I don't give a shit what the line is.
I fucked up the word rare. I can't even read the fucking BO straight.
What the fuck was that?
We got flies all over the fucking place. Son of a bitch. Get out of here, you fucking flies. There's a fly over the headlight, Tony. We got flies coming for us. Fuck out of here, you flies. We got 3 flies, 5 flies. And if you will, make sure, we don't have that fly on the left side, on the passenger side, because that we don't have that in frame, but make sure we don't have any flies here. We don't have any flies. Here we go.
Get out of here, you goddamn jackass. I got to read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning.
God, I can't fucking make my mind work.
Tony, give me a towel for just a minute, please.
That I'm blinded by that fucking hot light.
Goddamn son of a bitch. What do you mean one mother to fall off the fucking thing?
Fuck. Just keep running. Bullshit. I'm going to slate this fucker. All right, I haven't got time to mark this motherfucker. Here we go again. We can't hear anybody. Nobody can talk to anybody. Well, turn the fucking thing off, you dumbass.
Well. That was a fucking frustrating experience. I'm looking right now at this bullshit. I see the replay right here. They throw the ball. Guy gets tackled on the fucking goal line. They fucking go for it. They don't get it. That's the total. That's the teaser. That's the game. That was everything right there. That changed everything. Changed everything. Ottawa would have taken a 14-10 lead. What happened? Ottawa would have taken a 14-10 lead. What happened? Instead, we get stuffed. Calgary fucking throws the ball to the 50-yard line the next goddamn motherfucking play. You motherfuckers, you fucking drop 10 fucking passes. You drop passes in the end zone. And we ended up losing by 3 fucking points, man. It's fucking unbelievable, fuck. It's fucking so fucking frustrating, man. Fuck, this fucking league pisses me off. Jay and Dan piss me off. Fucking shut the fuck up, man. I turned my TV off, but I'm not sure I'll be able to turn it back on. Hey, Caddyshack's on. CFL doubleheader tomorrow night. We're gonna fucking slay these cocksuckers. Like Winnebago Man said, we're gonna slay this fucking thing. That's the thing with the CFL. I do love the CFL, but the CFL, there'll be a bad beat every now and then. Like a couple of, like once a week type thing. There'll be a game where you're really just going to get fucking fucked. But we pick up the pieces and move on. We'll take a look at the numbers for tomorrow's football games.
My name's Bobby, and I am an addict. At least that's what Priscilla says. She's going to leave me unless I quit gambling. Puzzles me, though, that word, gambling. Whenever Priscilla gets a car out of the garage, she's gambling big time. Never checks the mirror. Sticks it in reverse. Puts her foot down right out on the highway. Jeez Louise, that's gambling. Here I am, Gamblers Anonymous.
And your point is what, Bobby?
My point is this. Life's a gamble, right? That's the thrill of it. You folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Well, let's.
That's the problem. I mean, you lose, and that's why you're here.
Okay, Bobby.
I've been looking at you guys yammering on about all of your stuff, and oh, woe is me, and this is terrible. But you know what the problem is? The problem is you don't have a thing.
Can we just?
They don't have a thing.
Bobby.
They need an edge. You need an angle,
Let's-
inside track, something that's going to turn you from being a gambler to a hustler,
All right,
from
Bobby,
a
thank you
loser
very much.
to a winner. Why should we give up the one thing in life that we really love? These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's
All right,
dealing?
Bobby, please.
Who's in? Huh?
Who's dealing? Who's in? It's from Battle of the Sexes. You need an edge. You need an angle. And your point is what, Bobby? Like, that's the best. And your point is? My point is, these people don't need to stop gambling. They just need to stop losing. And your point is, Bobby? Fuck. Yeah, we got off. You know what? For a couple of months here, we were really inspired by Bobby Riggs, and we had our eye on the prize and the Bobby Riggs. What would Bobby Riggs do? We have to get back to that. Every bet we make. Would Bobby Riggs make this bet? Bobby Riggs needs to be the inspiration. Bobby Riggs, I gotta get a poster. We got, we're gonna shake things up. We should get a big poster. I'll get a big poster of Bobby Riggs. So basically, Bobby Riggs is always with us to always remind us. Do you have an edge? Do you have an angle? Well, we thought we had an edge tonight. I just didn't think that this fucking, I didn't think these dipshits would fucking get tackled at the fucking half-inch yard line. And I didn't think then after on the next play they'd get stuffed on the fucking goal line. I didn't think the Ottawa Red Black fucking wide receivers would drop about 17 balls. No, but the thing is, it's like Bobby Riggs just said, though. It's like, oh, woe is me. It's not like we have bad luck. It was a bad pick, It is what it is. Was it a bad pick? I don't know. Ottawa, Calgary never pulled away in this game. You guys watched it. We watched it together. Fuck. It was 10-7 all game, man. It just sort of fell apart, in the last, from that 9-minute to the 6-minute mark, the Calgary scored twice. We really should have covered. It really should have, woulda, coulda, didn't. So tomorrow night's games, no soccer tomorrow. So tomorrow night's games, you have the Winnipeg Blue Bombers at the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The over-under is 58.5. Now, generally, this year has really played to the under, hasn't it? They're expecting, 58.5 points. Look, the total in this game was 57, and it never got close. It started to open up late in the football game, but it never got close. There's been a ton of these CFL football games this year that just haven't been getting close to the number with the totals. The first quarter unders and first half unders are slaying it in the CFL this year. That's been the theme. Fuck, it's slow to go, and then it picks up as the game goes on. But 58.5. I know a lot of people are going to jump on the over this game tomorrow night, but I'm tired of losing on these overs in the CFL. How many games have gone over this year? Like one? All right, week one. Week one game. So 3-1 to the under, week one. Week two. Oh, week two is higher scoring, actually. It was 3-1. 3-1. So we're actually that's 4-4. Now we're 5-4 to the under. We're 5-4 to the under on the season. But I'm telling you, man, all these first halves, most of these games are real slow, man. They all start off real slow, and then they open up. That's a lot of, it's a lot of points tomorrow, 58.5. It could get there. Probably will if we don't take it now. I like the BC game and Edmonton game better than the Winnipeg-Hamilton game. I don't really trust, I don't know, it's weird. I don't really trust Hamilton, and I don't really trust Winnipeg either. This kid quarterback, Strebler, has been very good, but he's only played 2 games. He's due for a regression. Just Hamilton played well last week. Masoli's played well. It seems like every time I trust Hamilton, they screw me. Fuck. Hamilton probably win the game. This game will be a close game. It will be a close game. It should be an entertaining game. It should be a close game. We're not going to be on for this game. This game's at 7 o'clock. This game's at 7, and it'll be wrapping up when we come on at 10. But we'll be on tomorrow night during the BC Lion Edmonton Eskimo game. And look, the Edmonton Eskimos won in week 1 in that lightning delay shit. Remember, we were here 2 Thursdays ago. Last week, the Edmonton Eskimos on Friday night lost. We were on it. We had Hamilton. We had it was a nice pick. So for the majority, really, in reality, like the Eskimos haven't played well this year. They didn't really play well in that lightning game. Riley didn't play well. And he still put up 40 DraftKings points. He's a great quarterback, best quarterback in the CFL. Last week, he was kind of off. Edmonton were flat last week. This is their 3rd game now, and it's their 2nd consecutive home game. Meanwhile, BC played in week 1, which feels like an eternity ago. But they played in week 1. They had a bye week last week. So BC's been off, and BC played Montreal in week 1. They won 22-10. The offense really didn't look all that good. The defense was okay, but the Alouettes' offense is terrible, and even the Alouettes completed a couple of big bombs on them. And, BC is just not that good. They're okay. I don't like laying points ever generally, but I sort of see this game tomorrow. Getting away from BC a bit. I think Edmonton finally played their best football game 3 games in here. And I can see BC struggling. BC struggled to score against Montreal. It's just Montreal was that bad. BC just fucking, fell ass backwards into a 22-10 win when it was all said and done. And similar situation with the game on Sunday. Just too bad there's no game Saturday night. I'm on Patreon. I was hoping there'd be a Saturday night CFL game Saturday night, but no UFC either. But they play Canada Day. There's a Sunday Canada Day game, I believe. Or is it Saturday? I thought it was fucking Canada Day. I'm pretty sure it's Canada Day. The Rough Riders usually have that Canada Day game on. No, it's Saturday night. I was wrong. Saturday night. I could have sworn they were playing on Sunday afternoon. Well, I couldn't have sworn on it, but I thought they were playing Sunday afternoon. So, yeah, if you're a little bit patient, like a 2-team 7-point teaser, Edmonton's not going to lose this game tomorrow. Edmonton's going to win the game. And Saskatchewan's not losing to Montreal, that's for sure. Money line is minus 165. So you're better off 7-point teasing it to minus 120, minus 130 or so. Fuck these fucking computers. I've been staring, man, at brightness and shit like that. It's the thing, like the radio show I do during the day, too. I have to stare at the computers. I got to monitor stuff. It's really frying my brain, man. Like, I went outside today after the radio show. It's like fucking, my eyes are all fucking blurry. It's all fucked up. Like, the computer's really starting to get to me. Like, I gotta go to a black screen. See, that already feels better, but I can't see anything now. I made the screen black. Yeah, Saskatchewan should pace them. I'm surprised the spread's not a little higher there, Dog Jenkins. So Jameis Winston is suspended officially. Jameis Winston has been officially suspended for 3 games. They were going to suspend him for 6 games. Now, Jameis Winston, it's a weird deal. Like, Jameis Winston won't admit that he did anything, so he apologized. He apologized, but not really. Now, the apology was clearly part of him. You know, he had to say something publicly to appease the NFL. But he said, first and foremost, I want to say I'm sorry to the Uber driver for the position that I put you in. It's uncharacteristic of me, and I genuinely apologize. The position I put you in. Supposedly, he pulled a Trump and grabbed her by the pussy. As they say, apparently there was a reason for the non-specific apology because the Buccaneer quarterback doesn't believe that he did anything wrong. Although the NFL's investigation concluded that Winston did violate the personal conduct policy by touching the driver in an inappropriate and sexual manner without her consent, it seems that Winston doesn't feel the same way. According to reports, Winston refused to apologize for anything specific, even with the National Football League. And he denied inappropriately touching the Uber driver because he believes that it didn't happen the way that it was described. I think he thinks that he was just hitting on her. And like, you know, I didn't sexually assault her. I was just sort of flirting with her. And his way of flirting with her was grabbing her by the pussy. Now, it was real brief. Like, if you read what she said he basically put his hand down there for like a couple of seconds and said, you know, I know you want it or you want me, don't you? And she said, no, get out and whatever. Now, she never pressed charges. She never called the cops, but she did report it to Uber immediately after. And she said, fucking, this dude just fucking touched me. And, you know, because she wanted to flag him for Uber. Winston doesn't believe that he did anything wrong, but does admit that he was heavily drinking on the night and doesn't, quote, clearly remember every event. So what a prick. Eh? Winston's saying, oh, I didn't do anything, but, you know, I was all wasted, so I don't really know. He says he doesn't clearly remember the event. Since Winston wouldn't admit guilt, the NFL negotiated a settlement with the Buccaneers. It originally was going to be 6 games, but they made it 3 with the agreement that the Buccaneers or Jameis Winston would not appeal this. Under the settlement, Winston wouldn't have to admit guilt, but he would have to admit that he was drinking. In Winston's statement earlier today, Winston says that he has given up alcohol and no longer drinks. Winston could have been suspended for up to 6 games, which is the baseline penalty for a first-time offender under the NFL sexual assault policy. But it was negotiated down to 3 games. Although it's not clear why, since the league investigation did find that he actually did touch the Uber driver inappropriately. He's fucking lucky this chick's not suing him. The NFL also told Jameis Winston that if another serious instance occurs, that he could be kicked out of the National Football League. He's basically like 1 strike away from being getting the Josh Gordon, indefinitely suspended, asked to leave the league. Listen, Winston. Now, listen, Keyshawn Johnson earlier today, which Keyshawn's a little out of line. Yeah, Keyshawn's fucking Uber ratings. Yeah, I think he's banned from Uber now, to be honest. He's banned. like I said, like he's fucking lucky this chick didn't press charges, number one. He's fucking lucky this chick never sued him. And she could have by now. You know, maybe she will now, but she hasn't. What's up, Jazz? She hasn't. Right? She never, you know, she just complained about Uber to him. The thing is, though, Ronald Darby of the Philadelphia Eagles and Florida State Seminoles, he was on the Buffalo Bills. Ronald Darby was there with Jameis Winston in Tallahassee for that alleged sexual assault. He was in the room type shit. Ronald Darby was in the car in Uber here. Like, you know, I'm starting to think that Ronald Darby's no patron saint. And Ronald Darby lied about this Uber shit. Ronald Darby said Jameis Winston never did this, never did anything. And it turned out there was a third guy in the car. There's a third guy, if you recall, who fucking basically really was sort of he was really the key to this, because the third guy said Winston did. He basically said, I don't know if he touched her, but he said, you know, the deal was Winston got kicked out of a bar for being a little too aggressive towards women. Like, there's a pattern here with this guy. Like, I'm starting to believe the Tallahassee shit's real. That's where I'm going with this. I'm believing that Winston's like a sexual predator. Like, I hate to say it without like real facts, but I mean, come on. So he got asked to leave from a bar because he was being obnoxious to women. That was the thing, supposedly. He was obnoxious to women and he was asked to leave. And that's when he took this Uber. Except the guy that said, fuck, I don't know if he touched the chick or not, but there was a third guy there that was part of the investigation. And the third guy said, I was in the bar with him and Darby. I didn't get any Uber because shit was out of control and Winston was out of control. And I'm trying to get back in the NFL and I didn't want to be around this. And I thought maybe something was going to happen. So that changed the story from Darby saying the Uber chick's making shit up. Darby never brought up the fact, yeah, we just got kicked out of a bar for making lewd comments to women and getting too aggressive. So, like I said, Darby's a little fucker, man. He's always around when this shit's around. He was there in Tallahassee, and he was like Jameis Winston's witness. So I have a hard time believing Darby's word. And Darby, oh no, Jameis didn't do anything in the Uber. Well, it's like you weren't even fucking there, it turns out. And that was another thing. You know, Darby lied. Darby said he was there in the Uber. He wasn't. I guess Darby got let off or something like that. And Jameis was alone with the chick. That's when he did it. So I totally believe it. That, you know, Winston waited till Darby left and then fucking Winston went in for the move on the chick. USMC 28 says, come on for what? Have I been? That's a bunch. Well, you're an idiot, dude. Yeah, there's a bunch of hoes there. Yeah, dude, really. You're a real fucking rocket science, bro. So the whole Tallahassee thing, the whole Tallahassee thing was always a gray area, right? A lot of people were like, "Oh, it was a relationship gone bad," and you know, and other people were like, "No, Jameis Winston's just a fucking predator. Yeah, it just is what it is. Everyone knows that he is." And you know, don't forget the sheriff of Tallahassee. Like the DA was an FSU alum. The judge was an FSU alum. The Florida State Police fucking told the chick to drop it a couple of times. The same as the Baylor shit. It's the same pattern at every university. It's actually hard to be a fan of this shit. But I'm not. I'm a fan of the sport. You know what I mean? I'm not really a fan of the schools. Like, you know, I'm a Michigan fan, and Michigan's actually pretty honorable. so honorable they don't win that much because of it. Like Michigan don't fuck around. Like I guarantee you, like what happened at Penn State or what happened at Michigan State would never happen at Michigan. It's not happening. Like Michigan run a fucking clean operation and shit. Like you never hear about shit like that at that school. Look at Michigan. They fucking the administration, man. The fucking shit banned everyone from the Fab fucking Five from the school for fuck's sakes. Like she freaked out. Fuck. Like she wanted to fire everyone and fucking like Michigan's an uptight school, Yeah, you are an idiot, dude, for saying there's a lot of hoes there. Yes. Because there's a lot of hot women at fucking Florida State doesn't make them hoes or mean that they should be fucking raped. Why, Traub? Are you a Michigan State fan? So yeah, Jameis Winston. I don't care about that crab cake shit. People always talk about oh, you're a student of the that's you know what? That's better than Michigan State, Donald. If you would have told me like Sparty, then we would have had a problem. I actually respect you guys. Sparty's not the same. No, you're all wrong. The number one party school is actually Wisconsin now. So all those girls deserve to be assaulted too. Wisconsin's the number one party school now. Arizona was number 2. Arizona State was number 2. No, like that crab leg shit was bullshit. I think he got set up for the crab leg shit. I think Jameis got set up for that. I've never been an anti-Jameis guy. I've always thought he seemed like a nice enough guy, but there's too many instances where he's just stupid. You know what I mean? There's just too many. I don't think he's a bad guy. I just don't think he can keep his dick in his pants. I don't think he's like he's putting on a mask and forcibly like grabbing chicks in parks type shit, but I do think he has a problem with understanding sort of. I think he thinks, hey, I'm Jameis Winston. I can do what I want. I think that's what he thinks. He's not like he's not a full-blown rapist, but he's got issues. And like I said, so Keyshawn Johnson, who knows, all the NFL guys know shit. Keyshawn Johnson today went a little far, but Keyshawn Johnson said Jameis Winston has mental issues. That's what he said. Keyshawn Johnson, he said, I'm telling you that Jameis Winston has mental problems. That's why he touches people, like essentially. Like, so it wasn't like Keyshawn Johnson came to his defense. Fuck. Why would Keyshawn Johnson say this shit? Otherwise knowing that Jameis Winston's fucked up, Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing, Jazz, and I think that's the thing. I think Winston gets drunk, he gets aggressive with women, and bad decisions are made. I'm not saying he's stalking women in parks, but there's a lot of instances, man. It wasn't just that one instance in Tallahassee. There's been a lot of rumors and shit. There's a lot of murmurs about this guy, and the NFL doesn't threaten to kick you out without knowing shit either. Like the NFL supposedly told him today, listen, if you fucking touch anyone again, you're out of the league. So, people can fucking talk about hoes all they want. Facts are facts. And Jameis Winston's fucked up enough that he's not playing in the first 3 weeks of the season. And now the microscope's on him for real. And also, he's not that good. So, you're a lot of problems, Jameis, for a guy that's kind of average, bro. You're okay. You're not bad. You're not good. You're okay. And, oh, yeah, every fucking 2 years you have a fucking sexual assault claim against you. Yeah, you can tell. You know Drew Martin, who he reminds me of a little bit? O.J. Simpson. Jameis Winston reminds me of that guy. Very charismatic, smiling, a nice guy and everything. But be around him at 2 a.m., 1:30 a.m. when he's fucking pounded back a bottle of fucking Kettle One and shit. And I bet you Jameis Winston's not the most pleasant dude to be around. And listen, I'm not the most pleasant dude to be around at times like that. But and I'm not a multimillionaire who's 6'4" and 250 pounds. Fuck. Right? So I think that's the key. I think alcohol is his demon. I think alcohol makes him do bad, stupid things. Fuck. Yeah. Well, put it exactly, Jazz. You think if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers start shopping Jameis Winston now, how many people are biting? How many teams in the NFL? Yeah, we'll take him. They'll be like, I don't know. The guy's got psychiatric problems, bro. Like, I hate to say it, but Keyshawn Johnson's right. I was just surprised that Keyshawn would be so open about it and say the guy's got mental problems. He's not all that Keyshawn said. Keyshawn's a legend with the Bucs, right? He knows that organization. So don't tell me that Keyshawn doesn't know shit or what's going on there. And he said, I think he needs help. Like, he's got real problems, this kid. Well, I said at the time there was two choices, Marcus Mariota or Jameis Winston. And I fucking knew it, man. I wouldn't have went anywhere near Jameis Winston. If you remember, I got into a big fight with Pat Mayo about this on the air. He said that Jameis Winston will be way better than Marcus Mariota. And I said, Jameis Winston's a fucking fuck-up head case. And it'll be a disaster, fuck. And you got to take Marcus Mariota because at least Mariota's not going to fucking grab an Uber driver by the pussy. Marcus Mariota's never had a drop of alcohol in his life. Seriously. Remember when they were all at the Nashville Predator games and all the offensive linemen are all fucking shotgunning beers and shit? Marcus Mariota shotgunning a Pepsi. And he was asked after. They said, how come you didn't have a beer with everyone when they were all drinking beers? And he said, I've never touched alcohol once in my life. Because I've never drank a beer once or any alcohol ever. And I don't plan to. Marcus Mariota does not drink. He's never drank a drop in his life, and I believe him. Like, he's clean, that kid. Yeah, 65 years old, Jazz. 19-year-old quarterback. Had a brain damage of a 65-year-old. And if you look, too, Avon, you guys are right, too. Jameis Winston's good. I'm not saying he's not good. Like, I'm not a Jameis hater either, but facts are facts, man. The guy's got issues, And if you look at Jameis Winston, he is an alcoholic. He's like John Jones, I think it's a good comparison, too. Very John Jones-ish. Like, if you look at John Jones when he was coked up and boozed up, and he still is, actually, but not as much. But Jameis Winston looks puffy all the time. You know what I mean? He's kind of like, he's out of shape a bit. He's a big dude. He's not, he could be more athletic. He's kind of chunky and puffy. He's hungover all the time and shit. It's just, you can tell he's a fucking boozer. Yeah, no, but you know what I mean? You look at Jameis Winston, doesn't he always just sort of look like sort of frazzled? He sort of looks like kind of, like you could, and now we know more too, that we're understanding that he's got a drinking issue. Now you look back and you could tell the guy's probably waking up and sort of the fucking the mouthwash and oh fuck and all right, let me get to practice here. He reminds me of OJ in a way. Just that, you know, that there's a dark side to him that we're not seeing. You know, you can see Jameis Winston sitting there alone, like pounding back booze and shit. You know, like no, I'm not Jamarcus Russell. Jamarcus Russell's a happier-go-lucky guy. Jamarcus Russell's not really depressed and shit, you know? Listen, I don't know. We can't get into Jameis Winston's head, fucking talk about whether he's got depression or if he's bipolar or whatever he is, but I'm not the one that started this. You know, Keyshawn Johnson was the one who stated he's got mental issues and he needs help. It wasn't just like a suspension type thing. Like Keyshawn said, he needs help. Yeah, I don't know. You just always get the feeling, Mud, that Winston could be better. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure the teammates know that. You know, it's just one of those deals where as I stated, you know, I was always sort of neutral about what happened in Tallahassee with this kid. But the fact of the matter is, it's all Tallahassee. Fuck. It's the state of Florida. And, you know, USMC here in the chat is dead wrong. It's not the women on the campuses. It's the fucking players in the state of Florida. They're all thugs. You know, I hate to generalize, but they're thugs in Florida. Florida's a fucking state, man, that it's fucked there. You know what I mean? It's fucked there. It's fucked. They're not the only ones that are fucked, but they're more fucked there. Like look at like I talked about this today on the radio. Like the Florida Gators. And sorry, Donald, you're Ohio State guy, but like Urban Meyer and shit. You know, like maybe more people would be alive now if Urban Meyer didn't cover up Aaron Hernandez shooting someone outside a strip club in college. Right? You know, Urban Meyer recruits like the Pounceys and shit. You know, like, you know how many arrests happened at Florida under Urban Meyer? 42. There was like fucking 9 rape charges. A fucking Aaron Hernandez shot someone, got away with it because Tim Tebow was there and talked the cops out of it. Fucking, you know, he missed the guy. That's why he got away with it. That's why no one knows about this, really. Like, you know, Aaron Hernandez killed people, but at Florida, when he was a Florida Gator, he fucking shot someone outside of a strip club. Or he tried to. He missed the guy. He missed the guy. And the guy was a Florida Gator fan and said after, I don't want to fucking bring the program down and shit. It's whatever. It was like no one wanted the cops there. So they all, and Tim Tebow was there and shit. Right? So I'm just stating, like Florida State, you know how much fucking crazy shit's happened with these Florida State kids over the years that they've covered up in Tallahassee with the Florida State police and shit? The fucking state trooper. The state trooper's the fucking sideline fucking guy. like they started that at Florida State. That bothers me so much, fuck. Why all these coaches with cops, fuck? You don't need a cop, fuck. I mean, Florida State was cute. You guys started it, all right, with Bob Bowden and shit, but now it's so stupid. Got the coach of Bowling Green running with the fucking Ohio State Police. It's like fucking, yeah, really, you really need that, eh, Bowling Green coach? Exactly. Look, you know, look. JT Barrett's not a bad kid. You know what I mean? So he got busted drunk driving. Okay. But what did Urban Meyer do? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like most in the old days, like your quarterback is drinking, driving. He's kicked off the team or he's suspended for the year. It's a serious situation. You know what I mean? And with Urban Meyer, it was like, listen, fuck, I'll bench you for the next half of the next game, fuck, and then whatever. You know, don't do that again. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, April? I don't know, LV Joe, about Tim Tebow's sex life per se. Some shit I know, like, you know, I know inside stuff about, but I don't know. But what I can tell you is from what I have asked people, all right? Like anyone that's ever sort of been around Tebow and shit like that, I always ask, is he, what's the deal with him anyways? And supposedly it's a lie. He's not a virgin and shit. If you remember, there were a couple of people that fucking sort of outed him and shit. There was a kid on his high school football team that was on the Miami Hurricanes or something. He played against them, and he knew Tebow well. He was like, virgin. He was like, God, no. He started laughing. No, I'm not saying Tim Tebow's gay. I'm saying that I don't believe that Tim Tebow's a virgin. He never really said he was. You know, I mean, people just sort of put it on him. That's a good point, though. Like, has Tim Tebow, you know, he's been photographed with women before, right? It's not like he's never around hot chicks. But yeah, he's a good example. Look, Tim Tebow doesn't drink. No, it was sort of pushed on him in college. He's saving himself for marriage. But you notice, have you ever seen Tim Tebow preach abstinence or anything like that? No. You know, like that's the thing with Tebow. Listen, I'm a big Tim Tebow fan. And it's funny because I wasn't a big Tim Tebow fan. I fucking hated Tim Tebow in Florida. I fucking hated him. And I was one of these guys that used to always bet against him for some reason. I was like, he's not even that good. Fuck. I was like, fucking Tim Tebow this, Tim Tebow that. I was like, all he's doing is just throwing a jump pass. It's like he's not even throwing the ball. I was like, fuck. And then I just sort of jumped on the bandwagon. I was like, you know what? This guy's unbelievable. Fuck. Tim Tebow is one of the greatest college football players of all time. Tim Tebow's a fucking stud, man. Like, what can you say about the guy? Two-time national champion. I think his record was 25-1. Remember when he lost that one game to Alabama? He broke down in tears after the press conference. I promise you, this will never, ever happen again. And like, he's like, I've already spoken to my teammates, and we're going to start working out tomorrow. And fucking the next year they won. You know what I mean? Like he's, you know, what can you say about the kid? Fuck, you know, like the kid's a winner, man. Fucking kid at Florida was a winner. I was at the national championship game when they beat Oklahoma. I had more money on the over, but I did take Tim Tebow in the championship game. And I nearly got beat up for bad-mouthing him, too, by a bunch of Gator fans in the bathroom during the game. They were like, Tim Tebow's God. I was like, yeah, if he's God, he could fucking throw the ball. Fuck. Like, he threw an interception. I was pissed off. So you look at Tim Tebow and Drew Martin's a fucking SEC guy. So you know Drew. You look at Tim Tebow's college career. The guy was unbeatable, man. It was unbelievable the run that he went on. And Chris Leak was there, won the championship first. People forget Chris Leak, but Chris Leak was the quarterback, and then Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow and Leak, but then Tebow won. Tebow literally lost 2 games in his career. I think he was 26-2. I think he lost to Bama once, and I think he lost one other game. You were at that. I was at that game too, Drew. It's too bad we didn't hook up. We didn't know each other. Me and Cam were there too. So, you know, like Tim Tebow, good shit, Ro. You saw him play ball, huh? So you look at Tim Tebow, great college quarterback. Just a great college quarterback, great guy, great model ambassador for college football. And then you look in the NFL, say what you will, man. The motherfucker won a playoff game, all right? Like, yeah. Tim Tebow's won one more playoff game than Matt Stafford has. He's won one more playoff game than Andy Dalton has. He's won one more playoff game than a lot of motherfucking quarterbacks the NFL have. And it was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he won on like a fucking 87-yard play. Like, you know, like you can't, that's another thing. So, national champion, came into the NFL. Was he good? No. Did he have problems throwing the ball? Yes. You know, it's funny. Who's that punter? There was a punter in the NFL who was a big religious guy. And he was on a visiting team. And he said, listen, I love Tim Tebow. And he goes, it's crazy. He's my favorite. He goes, I look up to this guy, even though he's younger than me. And so the guy's a punter. I forget what team he's on. And he goes, I was so excited and I was going to meet him and shit. So he goes, I go. And he goes, I met him and he knew I was a Christian and we talked. And he goes, he's so nice. And Buddy, so Buddy was talking about how Tebow was just so cool and shit. And then he goes, but he goes, before the game, he goes, I was watching him and Tim Tebow was warming up. Fuck. And basically, like, he was just throwing balls into the ground. And he said, you know, as much as I love him, he's not an NFL quarterback. Right. And this was a guy that even told the story. I'm a big Christian. I really look up to him, but he's just not an NFL quarterback. Like, the guy just can't make the throws needed. But the thing is that he was a winner. You know what I mean? It's like, no, he can't make the throws. But I tell you, man, like, Tim Tebow could go 8-8. You know what I mean? He's just a grinder. He'll find a way. Like, that's the way I looked at it, too. I was like, you know what? He'll find a way to fucking get you a first down. Don't worry about it. And the Denver Bronco players at first didn't like him, right? Because they were like, holy shit, this guy's bad. But then they started to catch on. They were like, you know what? He really will do anything to get a first down. And he really is a good guy. And it sort of became contagious, fuck. You know? And they were like, you know what? Fuck. Let's battle for this guy. Let's go, fuck. You know? So you go through, Tim Tebow's career, nice little run there. I personally think Tim Tebow should have played another position after. That's the one thing I never really got, but, you know, it's his life. Because, look, everyone said, listen, if you're become a tight end. Look, Julian Edelman was a quarterback at Kent State. Tim Tebow's a better athlete than Julian Edelman is. Tim Tebow could have been a star at any position he played. You know, don't tell me that Tim Tebow couldn't have been a star at tight end. You know what I mean? They just never utilized him properly. And Tebow was a little stubborn about being a quarterback. I'm a quarterback. You're not a good quarterback, Tim. You're a great athlete. You're a winner. You're a competitor. You're not a quarterback. And in the NFL, you need to make these tight throws. This isn't Florida where you can do that little jump pass in the end zone and shit. So I get it. I get why he wasn't in the NFL. It wasn't about his religion and shit. Tim Tebow doesn't even preach that much to people. Fuck. You know, they're all, it's his religion and alienates people. No, he just wasn't that good. But, and then people laugh at him and shit. Oh, Tim Tebow sucks. His career's over. Oh, look at Tim Tebow. He wants to play baseball. What a loser. Ha, 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 ha. And people are even like, you know, everyone's jealous of Tim Tebow. So people are like, oh, I bet you the Mets are going to call him up because he's Tim Tebow. And I swear to God, I told people the day that he did this, I said, Tim Tebow will play Major League Baseball. I said, if he wants to play, if he said he's going to play Major League Baseball, he'll play Major League Baseball. So Tim Tebow hasn't asked for anything, all right? He hasn't asked for any preferential treatment. They dropped him at the bottom of the bottom. And yeah, is he older than everyone? It's like Kramer. He's competing against you. You know what I mean? You know, he's 20, you know, he's older, but he doesn't complain. His minor league teammates, he was at A-ball. Now he's at AA, and he's hitting 260. Fuck. He's making great plays in the field, great throws. Fucking, he's a hell of an athlete, this guy. The guy fucking hangs out and visits Special Olympic fucking every town he's in. He's taking pictures with, like, disabled kids. Fucking, this guy is a class act. And he's actually hitting 260 at A-ball, AA ball. You know, I don't know if it happens this September. I think it could. I think it could. I think he could. And his teammates fucking love him and shit, man. And he's rich, right? So he buys them shit. Like his teammates were like, man, Tim Tebow took us all to Applebee's and shit. Like fucking Tebow's like, all right, guys, it's on me, you know? Imagine, you know, you get a great wingman too of Tebow. Fuck, all these chicks around Tebow, and Tebow's like, oh, he's not into it, ladies, but hey, meet my teammate. I remember like Tim Tebow, like Brian Rowe song. Like Brian Rowe. You look at fans and how happy they are when they see him in these small towns and shit. Like, the guy's just a nice guy. He's a stud. He's a winner. It's hard not to pull for him. I'm pulling for him in his journey to get to the big leagues. And I'll tell you what, I think he's getting closer and closer. Exactly, Kevin White. Anyone that knows Tim Tebow says the same thing, that he's a great fucking guy. Let's check in on Tebow here. Tim Tebow. Here it is right here. Boom. See, we're always on top of whatever's hot right now. This is from 24 minutes ago. Let's see how my ESPN's talking about this. Tim Tebow creating buzz in AA. There's been a lot of buzz around Tim Tebow as of late. After a slow start, he went 2 for 4 today, raising his average for AA Binghamton to 318 in the month of June with 5 home runs this month. Tim Tebow suddenly looking like a pro baseball player was the headline in the New York Post. I saw him last year in Columbia. Hartford manager Warren Schaefer says, he's a tough out right now. We really had a tough time against Tim Tebow. He hits fastballs well. He's a big, strong kid. His approach has gotten a lot better. Sorry, haters, but Tim Tebow's starting to thrive. Harrisburg manager Matt LaCroix. You've got guys who've been playing 5, 6, 7 years not having the success that he's had at AA. A lot of people thought he wouldn't be able to do this. He's starting to thrive. These are from managers and shit. New York media starting to fucking want him. Headline, just call him up already. See, the hype is building. So he's hitting 318 this month. But his BABIP is 455, which is insanely weird. Now the negative, they're saying that he's not very good in defense. He's not very good in left field. They said he'll make you an athletic play every now and then. His arm's pretty good, but he's very slow. He doesn't read the ball well. That's the thing, right? He's such a stud athlete that he can hit a baseball, but fielding a baseball, the nuances of left field and understanding just a little sort of angles, and that's the whole thing. He was a kid, right? Like the depth perception, like understanding the ball off the bat where it's going. So the same scouting reporter saying his defensive game is very limited. They've stuck him in left field. It's the only place you can really put him. Now this is the reality of this. Tim Tebow stats compare. Tim Tebow compared to Jeff McNeil, a 26-year-old infielder who was just promoted to AAA after hitting 327 for Binghamton. McNeil is not considered a top 30 prospect in the Mets organization. Now they're getting in. They're saying, does Tim Tebow, even though Tebow's a nice story and he's playing well at AA, does he really deserve to be called up to the bigs ahead of other people? Of course, Tim Tebow is not your traditional prospect, and you have to acknowledge he's done better than anyone would expect. Still, he's 31 in August, and if his name was Jim Gebo instead of Tim Tebow, he wouldn't even be on this roster. And then they get into the business part of this, which is true. But that doesn't mean the hapless Mets won't consider a September cameo. Listen, fuck. So at the end of the world with Tim Tebow gets a couple of fucking games in the big leagues, guys, come on. I'm not saying you're going to start him every day, but, you know, I'm talking September 27th to October. And I'll call him up for the last fucking 10 days of the season, man. Fucking ballparks will go crazy. You know, the Yankees are going to be going to the playoffs. If you're in New York, the Post and the Daily News is going to be all over this shit. You can sell some jerseys. You'll sell out. Tim Tebow in the big leagues, I guarantee you're selling out any stadium you go to. People will be chanting Tebow, Tebow. It's a big scene. That's the thing. Sports are supposed to be fun. We take this shit too seriously. The Mets aren't going anywhere. Let them play. Fuck. You know, and like I said, I'm not saying he takes up a spot of a real prospect and shit for real, but I don't have a problem with Tebow playing on a weekend series at the end of the year, you know? Yeah, like I said, you don't call him up now. We're not being stupid here. I'm saying, guys, you know, September 25th, fuck, 1 week left in the season. Tim, you got the call up. Let the guy play. He can play in an NFL game. He played a Major League Baseball game. He deserves it. He's earned it. He's a good guy. He's been in the minor league system. Another thing, too, he's helping other minor leaguers show, and that's another thing the Mets talk about, too. And it's a great point. They're like, you know what? It's not just about Tim Tebow and a publicity. They said our prospects being exposed to this guy is great. And it's true. I've read a lot of interviews with kids that have played with him, and they're like, I didn't even know how to work out before I met Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow takes them to the gym, the hotel gyms and shit. You know what I mean? He talks to them. Like, he tells them, don't get wasted. Stay clean. Fucking, you know, like, he's a great influence to have around, man. Tim Tebow can be in my dugout or my assistant coach on my team anytime. I don't even care what league. I have Tim Tebow. I'd say, Tim, I know you never played hockey before, but the commissioner just went to the Hall of Fame, and he's never skated before. Like, honestly, like, Tim Tebow's the type of guy that he could be an assistant coach on a hockey team, and people would respect him. Exactly. If John Scott could play an all-star game, it's not the end of the fucking world. Look, we had a fucking midget pinch hit in Major League Baseball before, all right? Don't tell me that Tim Tebow can't fucking bat. Ted Turner managed the Atlanta Braves. Don't tell me that you're making a mockery of the game. Like you said, CM Punk, good call. CM Punk was just in an octagon. Tim Tebow would beat the shit out of CM Punk. Who's your money on, fuck? Tim Tebow or CM Punk in a fight? Tim Tebow kills CM Punk. Tim Tebow's fucking ripped, man. The guy, Tim Tebow's like fucking, that guy's in shape, bro. Look at like Tebow's home runs when he connects with the ball. He smokes it, fuck. He's a hell of an athlete. I know, Brett. I know. That guy Jack Swagger is in Bellator now, isn't he? Didn't Jack Swagger fucking sign with Bellator? He's going to be the next wrestler to fight at MMA. Except I believe Jack, I think that's the one. I know some of you guys are wrestling guys, so you would know more than me. But Yeah, imagine Tim Tebow full with that big fist, full fucking bam. The thing is, Jack Swagger, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Jack Swagger was actually a big-time wrestler in the Big 12 with the Sooners. And he's a tough guy that's fought before. Not professionally, but Swagger, you know, has fucking sparred with like wrestlers and tough guys. Like, he's not like CM Punk. Swagger's done this. I'm not saying Swagger's like Brock Lesnar, but it's sort of similar situation, you know? He's a tough dude. He's not afraid of getting punched. He's fought in a cage, like sparred with guys for real. He's a fucking real decorated Big 12 wrestler. You know what I mean? He's not fake. CM Punk was a fake wrestler, fucking. And I have respect for the entertainment business wrestling, but you're not getting into a cage just because you jumped off a rope. You know, like, yeah, if you're fucking Bobby Lashley, or you're Brock Lesnar, or you're Jack Swagger that wrestled in college, okay. You know what I mean? You got a chance, but. Yeah, Sonny, good to see you, Sonny. Like you said, people love negativity, man. People are jealous, fuck, right? They want to hate on Tebow. Oh, Tebow, haha, he's hitting 240. It's like, yeah, man, Michael Jordan couldn't hit a baseball, right? This guy's hitting 260, fuck. Right? Pitchers in baseball in AA were grooving pitches into Jordan. Like, because they loved him so much. They wanted him to be successful. Like, honestly, pitchers in AA baseball there at fucking Birmingham, the Barons, the other teams were like, they admitted it. They were like, yeah, I didn't want to strike him out. They were like, you know, he was kind of struggling up there. So it's Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Every pitcher was like, it's Michael Jordan. What do I get out of striking him out? It's like pitchers were like, nah, I want to let him get a hit. Like, it was funny. Pitchers were just throwing no curves or anything. They were just sort of nice fastball right down the middle. Here you go. Fuck. You know, nothing fancy, Mike. You know, but that's the thing. Like, people think of me like they tell me, Morency, you bitch about Tom Brady because you're jealous of him. You know, because he has all the money and he's got a fucking model wife and he's successful and shit. And it's not the case. Same with LeBron. Like, some people are like, you're jealous of LeBron James. That's why you bitch about him. And I'm not. And LeBron's a better guy than Brady, in my opinion. I don't hate LeBron James. I just think he's an asshole in a basketball sense. I think LeBron's a good person. I think he's a jerk in the basketball world. So there's a difference. But, like, you know, the thing is, Tim Tebow's not an asshole like these guys. Like, who's a nicer guy, Kobe Bryant or Tim Tebow? You know what I mean? Like, it's not that, you know, it's just Tim Tebow's a nice guy for real, fuck. And he's a superstar. He could be a dick. Tim Tebow could be arrogant. You know, Tim Tebow could fucking walk past people and not give them their autograph and shit. He doesn't. He's a nice guy. Like, he really cares about fans and people and shit. Like, Tebow can have a massive attitude. Like, look at Ben Roethlisberger. Like, what an asshole he is, you know? Like, Ben's an asshole to the fans. He's an asshole to kids. He's an asshole to women. He's an asshole to everybody. Why? Because I'm Ben Roethlisberger. Whatever, dude. I respect you. You're a great NFL quarterback, but I got more respect for Tim Tebow. And even as an athlete, I respect him more because he's done more. Tim Tebow's won national championships in college. The guy's playing baseball. Like, you know, you're a good quarterback, Ben, but you're a dick. This guy's a great athlete, and he's not an asshole. It's funny how we started on Jameis Winston, and we ended up on Tim Tebow. So for the record, guys, so now it's official. So Winston is suspended for the first 3 games of the season. But quite honestly, I don't really think it affects the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that much. They were going to lose all 3 games anyways. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers open up at New Orleans. Week 2, it's Philadelphia. So they're at New Orleans. Then their home openers against the Eagles. And then the next week, they play the Steelers in Tampa. So they're opening up with the fucking Saints, the Eagles, and the Steelers. Jameis Winston was going to be overwhelmed anyways with that. Fuck. Does it really matter? Like Ryan Fitzpatrick, honestly, and I'm not a big Ryan Fitzpatrick guy, but Ryan Fitzpatrick's no drop-off than Winston. It's the same thing. And in fact, Fitzpatrick is better for throwing the ball. Yeah, the Big Ben's just an asshole. You'll notice recently in the last couple of years, Ben Roethlisberger's made sort of an effort. It's fake. He's more, he pretends that he's nice and shit. But with his teammates, like Ben Roethlisberger was hated by his teammates even. Like no one liked him. And I saw an interesting thing about Ben Roethlisberger. It was, I don't know, it was Dan Marino or somebody fucking said, it was Peter King. I think it was Peter King. Basically, so I think it was Peter King had, Peter King, the SI guy, he had like a round table with quarterbacks. And he basically stated that it was fucking like Joe Montana, Jim Kelly. It was like legends, Dan Marino. You know what I mean? It was like a who's who of Terry Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just talking like current guys. It was like mega star, legendary quarterbacks all in a room together. And Peter King was doing some, quarterback type thing with them, right? And Ben Roethlisberger was there. And they said that the whole time the quarterbacks couldn't shut up. Like, it was like great stories. And they were like, remember that game when you threw 3 touchdowns, but I came back, and remember that Super Bowl, and remember the playoffs. And they were like, man, you were good. And like, they were talking and exchanging shit. And like, how did you do that anyways? And like, they said that they were like kids. They were all chatting away and everything. And Ben Roethlisberger was there. And the whole time Ben was disgruntled with a sour look on his face, just texting on his phone. And they were like, hey, so what do you think, Ben? He's like, what? Huh? Yeah. Just kept texting. And Ben was like, is this over yet? And they were like, yeah, if you want to go, go. And all the quarterbacks after were like, what a fucking asshole this guy is. And they were all like, he's got a problem, this kid, man. Not a good guy. And they basically, so even the fucking Hall of Fame quarterbacks were like, this guy's not a good guy, And he didn't even care, like, being around Joe Montana and these guys. He just looked at his phone. Is this over yet? I want to get out of here. Fuck. Why am I here with you, old man? Right? Like, that's his attitude. And the thing is, you think, Ben, this somehow, and no one talks about this. I'm the only one who really ever brings it up, but the Donald Trump, Stormy Daniels stuff in the hotel at the golf tournament. Ben Roethlisberger was there. And it makes you wonder, like, what do you mean he was there? I don't understand that either. I don't understand. Supposedly, after Donald Trump fucked Stormy Daniels, she says that she was escorted back to her room by Ben Roethlisberger. So was Ben Roethlisberger in the room? Was he waiting in the hallway? I don't understand. Like, what, just by coincidence, Ben Roethlisberger, you ran into Ben Roth? Like, what was Ben? We know that Ben Roethlisberger likes Trump and shit, so Ben was around. Said, I've always wondered about that. Like, was Ben in the room? Did you both do her? Did you do her out? Like, what? I don't understand this. Now, Stormy Daniels said that Ben was happened to be in the hallway. This is from Stormy Daniels. She said that Ben Roethlisberger, if you read her account of what happened, she said, after it was over, I was fucking escorted to my room by Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. It's kind of strange. And there's no disputing it. Ben Roethlisberger was at the same golf tournament. Yeah, she's making it up, Jake. She just randomly picked Ben Roethlisberger, Stormy Daniels, like she gives a shit. Yeah, she just randomly made up Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. Fucking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Ben Roethlisberger probably thought, I fucking want to do her too, or he wanted to do the Jessica Drake that was there, because there was other porn stars there too, right? So Roethlisberger was probably sniffing around the fucking hallways. You know what I mean? He probably knew, fuck, Stormy Daniels is here. And remember, Stormy Daniels even said that fucking Trump fucking kept trying to get her to get other porn stars to come to the room, but they didn't want to go. Jessica Drake went and she fucking fleeced Trump for $130,000 without ever sleeping with him. Like, she's the slick one. Jessica Drake went, got propositioned, supposedly, allegedly Trump offered her 10K and she fucking said no, but then fucking said, well, you just offered me 10K, so I'll take the 130 like Stormy got. And she got the 130, but she's never talked about it. But she got paid too, but Jessica Drake shut up after about it. No, there's no backlash. Well, there's nothing wrong. It was, first off, it was like 10 years ago, Sonny, right? 8 years ago. I don't know when it was. When did this happen? It was 2012 or 2010 or something, supposedly, allegedly. So no, there's nothing. Ben Roethlisberger didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with escorting a porn star back to her room after fucking Trump does her, right? I'm just thinking, guys, exactly. Ben Roethlisberger probably got word that Trump fucking got Stormy in the room and other porn stars are on the way potentially. Because what? Roethlisberger just happened to be in the hallway? Come on. Like, Roethlisberger probably got word, you know what? There's a big porn party or something over at Trump's place and I want to get a piece of this. Or, there's a lot of porn stars at that end of the hallway type shit. So let me get down there and hang around. Whatever. Listen, I'm just bringing up of context here that, people don't talk about this, but I'm not making it up either. Like, Stormy Daniels says that fucking Ben Roethlisberger escorted her to her room after it was over. Yeah, Ben was just, Ben was just making sure to see if Stormy was okay. The porn, yeah. Ben Roethlisberger was like fucking smelling pussy like Cam smells KFC. Ben was like, smells like cheap perfume. Yeah. Roethlisberger's like 6 cents kicked in. Fucking man, I think there's a bunch of fucking sluts down the hall here. Fuck. I get the feeling that there's something going on down the hall. Ben was probably like in his hotel room and heard like giggling, like you hear in the hotel, you hear giggling in the hallway. Ben's like, what the fuck? Fucking Stormy Daniels and fucking Jessica Drake. Holy shit. Fucking Ben walks over. Hey, ladies. No, I'm not hating on Trump for that either. You didn't hear me? Exactly. People, you're a snowflake. I'm not ripping Trump here. I don't care that Trump did fucking Stormy Daniels. What do I give a shit? But we all know Ben Roethlisberger's a class act, right? Yeah, I'm tired. I don't like getting political. We'll keep it to sports. But my whole point was that's the deal. Ben Roethlisberger was there. I actually think the Steelers are running out of gas too. The only thing is the Steelers are saved because they play in a shitty division. This is some real look ahead stuff. Oh, without a doubt, Jazz. I believe that to win the thing, you probably, exactly. Put it this way, Jazz. You're telling me that if, you weren't nice to him, you think you wouldn't get knocked out early? Look, dude, I was a judge at a Miss Canada pageant, okay? I was a judge at a Miss Canada pageant. I don't know why, but I was. And before the pageant, they tell you to go in and meet the girls and shit. Okay, so there was this fucking like lounge type thing, and all the chicks came in, all the contestants, and all the judges were there. Except I don't look like I would be a judge at one of these things, right? So basically, all of the chicks were fucking blew me off and shit. All of the chicks blew me off, okay? Like pretty much all of them, except like Miss Nova Scotia, Miss Ontario was nice to me. So what do you think I did during the voting? Like, there was one chick that was a real bitch fucking to me. She was doing her little walk there. Fucking, I just wrote right away 5. Fucking, like I didn't even like. I was just like 5. The chick from Nova Scotia came out. I was like 10. Fucking, I was like figure it out. And it's funny. So after the first event, the fucking chicks caught on I was a judge. And then they all came over and were all over me. Fuck. And I was like, in my head, I was like, you know what? It's too late, Betty. You already showed your true colors. Fuck. I'm pushing the other 2 through, not you. And I did. And it's funny because I got one of the other judges who was actually a real judge, ironically enough. And he was a big fan of mine. He was an investor in the Score television network and blah, blah, blah. So the guy loved me and shit. And he was like, what about her? Fuck. And he was like, I think she's like, this chick was a bitch. Fucking. And he's like, I don't like her too. Like it was funny. So yeah. Like if one of these chicks would have fucking sucked my dick, yeah, fuck. She would have won. I mean, look, all it took for me was like a fucking smile and a fucking, they weren't rude to me and I voted for them. That's all it took. I'd be like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Well, you cured cancer, you're a doctor, tough shit. Next. I actually did have a very good night after the pageant. I did have a very good night after the pageant. Because suddenly I was Joe Cool because I was a beauty pageant judge, right? So suddenly fucking that was a good night. I ended up in some weird places with this chick and shit. Yeah, I thought every night was going to be like that. I was like, man, I'm fucking becoming a big star. This is great. I was like, man, I got fucking chicks all over me, a beauty pageant, some fucking downtown Toronto beauty Miss Canada. Fucking, I had free drinks and shit. You know what I mean? Like the meal and everything. It was like big perks. I got like a fucking bunch of fucking gift certificates and shit for showing up. I was like, oh, wow, this is how fucking TV stars rock. But yeah, it was. It was. It was at Club Music. You know that plays music in Toronto. Club Music. I used to be quite the regular at music, fuck. And I don't even like places like that, but I was there for that. I was there for a couple of events. So I got to the point where like I seemed to be going to Club Music like every fucking second Saturday night. It's not my type of place though. I wouldn't go now. I was younger and I was with these guys that always used to fucking rent out fucking tables there and shit or booths, you know? It's an over-the-top place. Like, that's where, like, that's where, like, the fucking Raptors fucking go after games and the visiting NBA teams and shit, so. Well, we all have good days and bad days, Avon. I just lost all my money on this CFL game, so. Right now, my life's worse than yours. What, you were a chef at Club Music? Used to bake cookies. That's funny. So, yeah, you know the crowd. Right now, I'm on Chopcat just past all the hookers outside Orleans. Stay safe, LV Joe. No, Vince Carter had his own bar. That's the Vince Carter bar is like downtown. I never been to the Vince Carter bar. Like Drake, I don't even know where Drake's bar is. Drake has a bar. I don't even know where it is. Yeah, run lines are dangerous, Avon. So tomorrow, tomorrow, I don't know, man. I got to think about this Winnipeg Hamilton game. But I think Hamilton win, but it'll be close. I don't know. It's a tough one. I think BC win tomorrow night. I think Saskatchewan fuck them up. Tomorrow night, we'll jump on the soccer. Tomorrow night, we'll jump on the soccer. Big Man on Campus will join us. We'll do some CFL in-game. And we'll see you guys in Las Vegas. LV Joe, we'll see you in Vegas. And we'll be in Vegas. No, there's no soccer Friday. There's soccer Saturday. We'll be in Vegas August 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. But the IFBC is like the 24th through 26th. It's coming up. It's around the corner, man. Look, it's July 1st this weekend. So, IFBC around the corner, boys. I know Brian Rose excited to be there. LV Joe's already in Vegas, so he'll be there. Who else is going to be there? I know Kyle Hamburg. Sonny Vega is going to be there. Mr. Goldster's going. Good shit, Goldster. You're going to have a good time. First time in Vegas, huh? You're going to be fucking right. They should be announcing the guests soon and who, like, the the whole panels and all that. What happens at the IFBC? It's pretty much everybody from SPR. Live shows, speaking, panels, picks, gambling workshops. Pretty cool. Basically Mark Lawrence talks for an hour about his best bets of the year and how to fucking approach college football bets. And Last year, I spoke about fucking betting on long field goal props and Florida Atlantic going over 4.5. Weed's legal in Vegas too, so that's cool. You get weed in Vegas. No, second time. That's right. Yeah, you get weed in Vegas. Is Cam coming? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. This year I'll be talking about not betting. This year I'll be talking about how I got fucked by Bet365. Yeah. Like I said, they should be announcing this soon. Last year they had Johnny Manziel. I don't know who they'll have this year. Yeah, we'll talk about the Queens plate a little bit tomorrow night. But that's a perfect segue, as Ted Teven used to say. We're at a racetrack. Fucking frustrating day again. You know, I really didn't have much left in the account after the beatdown yesterday of the Germany shit, but I had a little bit. And I actually nailed all this soccer and all this shit today, but pretty much gave it back on the CFL tonight. But I'm not betting with a bookie. I'm not betting massive units or anything, but I still get frustrated when I lose. No, I'm not going. No. I'm not going, Sonny. No. Yeah, check out Jazz Brand Weed. Check out Jazz Brand Weed. If you're in Canada, Jazz can help you out. No, the shows in Vegas are Chris Edge, Rage OG. The barbecue was great, Sonny. What's the serious question? Down to your last $50 in the account. What do I put it on tomorrow? It's your last $50, Muhammad. I think you got to go with what you think your best play is. I can't just tell you take this for sure, you know? If you're down to your last $50, my suggestion would be to play 2 bets, $25 each. That's the advice I could give you. I'll post picks tomorrow. I'm doing great in baseball. Fuck, I'm crushing a baseball card this year. Another sweep of the board for baseball tonight. But settle down, Scott Ramsey. Yeah, I see that. Apps for Nevada residents. I would rather donate $50 to the Jehovah fucking Witnesses than fucking Mike Pence. But yeah, so Mohammed, I got to get out of here. But my suggestion is, buddy, I would bet $25 on 2 games if you're down to $50. Sort of try to build it up. You know, you win 2 of them, you get it up to $100. Then you got $100 to play with on Saturday with a soccer. You build that up to 150, 200. I've been there, dude. That's why I was pissed off. I got beat down to $85 on one account I had, and I turned the 85, and I turned it into like 270 in like fucking 18 hours, and I fucking lose it. Yeah, or just exactly. That's on Saturday. Yeah, Uruguay's going to advance. France and Uruguay to advance. France and Uruguay to advance on Saturday. I don't know why we didn't put it all on fucking Brazil, but shoulda, coulda, woulda did it. Ugh. Hey, Scott Ramsey, what's up, buddy? You know what? Tomorrow night, Sonny Vega, you were talking about the Queen's Plate. One thing I want to go to tomorrow night, there'll be a point spread too. It's right behind me. Is Team Canada is playing basketball against the Dominican Republic tomorrow night. And Canada's got a bunch of NBA guys on the team and shit. So Team Canada is playing NBA guys are in town tomorrow against the Dominican Republic. The smallest, I don't know. I've had good runs sometimes with NFL. I started, I'm kind of beaten down, Sonny. I'll give you a call, though. Maybe you want to come down Saturday night for the Patreon show. RJ Barrett's playing for Canada. Yeah, that's the thing. The game's at 7:30. I don't know, Muhammad. I haven't looked at the baseball tomorrow yet. One thing I'll suggest to you, Muhammad. One thing I would suggest to you, Muhammad, is no, you don't have to cook. Settle down, Jazz. Is if you're on tilt like right now, like my mind's fried. I'm pissed off about this football game. If you're all fried and you're pissed off and shit, you start betting. Like, don't start looking at games now. You're not thinking clearly. We talk about this all the time. That's why I like starting. I got a lot of shit coming up too. I just started ending the show earlier, like at 1 at least. Because of that, we talked about it. Fuck. Remember the U.S. war games? They took drunk troops and fucking sleep deprived troops and had them compete war games against each other. The fucking drunk dudes beat the tired guys. So when you're tired, you're beaten down. It's 2 a.m, Muhammad. It's not the time to start looking at games. If you're all fresh and you won 6-0, you're like, yeah, what's on the board? You know what I mean? But that's what you call forcing it. Get some rest. Don't think about sports betting for the next couple of hours. That's what I do. Like, once this fucking shit's done in a couple of minutes, I'm not looking at shit. I'll take a peek because I host a radio show tomorrow afternoon, but I sort of know what I'm doing already. But like, you gotta turn it off for a couple of hours. Like, I'm glad there's no soccer in the morning. Decompress tomorrow. Get ready for the weekend and attack some great spots to bet on the weekend in the soccer, man. Portugal and fucking Uruguay, guys. That might be 0-0 after 90 minutes. Like, I'm going to bet the under 1.5, the 2.5, the 1.5. Uruguay's going to advance. I see France beating Argentina. See, exactly. It can be done. Down to 75. Look, I hit a parlay today, plus 164. That helped. That's what I'm saying, Muhammad. I would play 2 baseball teams like on a parlay, like play 2 baseball parlays, plus 122, plus 148. You know what I mean? You got to look at the big picture. You can't be like, oh, I lost all my money. I'm down to $50. You got to say, all right, fuck, let's just get profit. Turn the 50 into 70, turn the 70 into 90, turn the 90 into 130. And then, drop the 130 on one game, and then you're back in business if it wins type shit. I hate to say it, but even me, I got to go on a walk of shame myself, man, to fucking get a pay save card because of fucking the soccer. And we're going to wrap it up with this, and this is going to break your heart, Jazz, and Ty Rich, who was part of the team. Yeah, Sonny Vega turned 5K into fucking 9K and lost it. Jazz, Ty Rich, you want to know something that's even worse? We would have won that parlay. Belgium won the group. Brazil won the group. Colombia advanced. We would have won that parlay. We would have won that parlay too of fucking Brazil and Germany winning the group. So I only thought we got screwed for like 1,500. It turns out it was more like 37. With the way Belgium, Brazil won, Belgium, everything. I only realized this today, and I saw the marks. I was like, oh, fuck me. Everything came in except that one fucking Germany. If I would have known that, we would have hedged. But we couldn't have known that it was going to fucking work out that way. But for the love of it, only clicked me when Colombia advanced today. I was like, holy fuck. And they were like, Belgium wins the group. Colombia advances. I was like, that's the parlay. Oh, fuck. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? You add another 1,400 onto this. And oh, yeah, we bet $300 of that money on that parlay of fucking Germany and fucking Brazil to win their fucking groups. And it adds up to like 4 dimes, man. They costed it if Germany wiped us out. We would have gotten $4,200 back, I think. Whatever it was, 38, 42. It's unbelievable in the end after this that this happened. And of course, we have to lose the Switzerland game. We lose the Switzerland game because the ball bounced off the crossbar and hit the goalie in the head and went in the net. This fucking week, man. I try to be positive about this shit, but I'm not going to lie. It's like pretty frustrating, man. Should have fucking cashed out, but what are we going to do? Fuck. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, cash out. It drives you nuts, man. It was just torturous. Fuck. We never should have put it all on fucking Switzerland. We went on tilt, all of us, and fucking then Switzerland score, and there's 2 minutes left, and they give up a fucking goal. Like, fuck me, man. You got to be shitting me. Tonight I lose a fucking total because these fucking idiots get stuffed on the fucking goal line. We would have lost one parlay. Japan advanced. We had Japan not to advance. We would have lost one of them, actually. The $1,400 one wouldn't have hit. That's the one that wouldn't have hit. But we would have hit fucking, we would have hit another like $700. So we would have gotten like 28 back. Whatever, man. Sounds like Kenny had Tunisia today. All right, we want to thank our guests. Nobody will thank me. And we thank you, of course. Give us a thumbs up. Support SBR. Watch all the shows in the morning, all the videos. We'll be on the radio tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. FantasySportsNetwork.com/radio. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Friday Night Free Show. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.